Okay. All right. Hi, 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 hi. Hello. Hi. Okay. Hi. So, I just want to thank those that are joining. I'm already seeing some people say hello to me. I see Ben Flay. Is one of the first people I have here live. Today has been stressful. Oh. I won't lie to you. Just trying to make sure I meet this. Okay, thank you so much. Ben Flay, I see you. Thank you. Tokbe, thank you for joining. Gifty Vicky, thank you for joining. Good evening, ma. Ebuka Jude, thank you for joining. Success Blessed 24, thank you for joining on TikTok. I want to thank Luna. I want to thank Peace, Vina. I want to thank Royal Train. Semi Sosa, thank you for joining. Alfred, thank you for joining. Jenny, thank you for joining. Funker, thank you. Lindsay, Mike. Okay, I just want you all to know I see you, and I just want to thank you for joining this session. Okay, so today, I hope you all can hear me. Today is going to be an interesting day. Oh. I have a guest today because last week was something else here. Oh. For those of you who joined, why is it saying failed on Facebook? For those of you who joined last week, I'm so stressed out there. See me how I was running to this place. You pity me. Oh. Okay. So I hope you can hear me, right? I'm trying to figure out the Facebook. I don't know why it's failing. Okay. I hope it starts now. Okay. So today we have a very interesting topic. We're talking about we're still going to continue on what we started yesterday, last week, Saturday, I'm sorry. The virtuous woman and, okay, thank you. The virtuous woman and an upright man. I know last week we only spoke about women, and there were so many men. Some of them just like, because I think I'm quiet now and I'm a very gentle person. So some of them just decided to come last week with so many attacks. If I know it, they were just shooting from everywhere. So I think there's this head of state or president. One time they said he went to a different country. And Chinanu, oh, thank you so much, Rachinadu. God bless you. Yes, I can see you. Oh, it's morning over there. Are you serious? In France, it's morning. Wow, wow. I thought it's afternoon or evening. Well, but thank you so much for joining me this morning. It's so early, and you still, you're here with us. Thank you, and you've always been here. So that last week now, since I came alone. The men now they decided to just look for so many troubles on the live session. I think what's his name? No Filter podcast. He came and he was just talking all his own and everything, and I just laughed and I spoke a little. And he went and quoted a place in the Bible that it said the women should lean, on silence. He did not say all of that. It was Paul saying that in, at the context of what was happening at that time, women coming to church and probably talking. He just everything he did and back. Like I said, that president went to that country. I think he was entertained. So after entertaining him, giving him a lot of food and everything, he now told the other president that you have fed me and I'm fed up and I'll retaliate. He was probably saying, "Oh, you've really given me a lot of food. I'm happy and I'm going to give back this gesture." But he said I would retaliate. So today I'm coming here to come and retaliate to everybody. So I hope you all will sit, relax. I'm going to be seeing my guest very soon. And as I see her, I'm going to accept her. Only one soft. This person, only one soft. I'm trying to know if you're okay. Yeah, okay. Only one soft is a good person. Okay. I'm trying to see the troublesome people on the comment section. So we're just going to probably throw more light on what the virtuous woman is, the Proverb 31 woman is, and also talk about an upright man. Because, like you said, like you all know, it takes two to tango. It takes two people who are doing something right to continue to maintain a right lane. If I'm coming on this lane, and this person is coming on this lane, it means we're not going towards the same direction, right? But if we are both going on the same lane, it means we are focused on the same direction. But the problem with so many marriages now is it is either the man is going this way and the woman is going the other way. So they are on two different directions. And when two people are on two different directions, it doesn't work. There's always going to be this argument because they don't understand the same thing. This person is thinking left and this person is thinking right. So while we're talking about a virtuous woman, we also want you to know about a virtuous man that can complement the virtuous woman. The men in the house, you have a lot of work to do. As a matter of fact, if you're a man, you have more work than the woman to do. If we talk now, so we just come relax now. A lot of you will not be happy. I'm already seeing my guests on the comment section. Bishop Kate Kawas is here, and I'm happy she's here. I'm just going to say a little things before I probably accept her to, on this platform. So there's something that's been going on, like on the comment section. I hope you guys can hear me. You know how we do it here. We have to respond with the comments so I can know, and I'm going to respond to some. So there's something I'm always seeing on the comment section, and when I talk to some people, probably people who are having challenges or something, and you hear a lot of them saying that you're 1% of the good women, that the women we have now, are bad. And at every point in time, I try to tell them, I said no. You can build your woman to what you want her to be. It takes a good man to keep a good woman or to continue to be with a good woman. But some of us don't want to be responsible on our parts, and we just want the woman to be everything. We want her to be everything for us and to be everything for them. So I used to say, Mama, some women know they listen when you try to lead them because they see you every day. They don't regard you. They don't regard us anymore. That's not true. If a woman sees you every day, that's the more reason why she should regard you, more. And seeing you every day does not mean you're there every day for her. Abi? Somebody can be seeing you. It does not literally mean your presence in their life. So while she's seeing you, please also be there. Okay, you're talking from experience, I understand. Well, okay. Be there for her. If you're there for a woman, she would listen. She'll take you. She'll treat like a god. There's always a saying that you have to. Is it create the paradise for the woman to make you a king in it, right? So that's what you have to do. Your home has to be like a paradise. Your life to that woman has to be like one. Back to what I was saying. So many people were like, you're the good woman. This one is the bad person. See, some of you self cannot even live with certain people. With some kind of women that are very smart. Because before you take one step, they will just know your next step. You understand? So you can't. There's a woman of God who once told me that she had to tell God not to show her anything again about the husband. I said, why? She said, because she can just get up in the morning and she would ask the husband, calling me that honey or something. She'll say, who is Ijoma? The man would just be shocked. The man was like, what do you mean now? There are so many Ijoma in the world now. She will not proceed to say Ijoma Wonko. He's so direct. So what is the man going to say? She don't talk the person, talk the name of the woman, So she felt like every time she has revelation about this man, so some of you that's what I'm saying. You're asking for some kind of people, and you just pray to God to not give you a woman that sees you. So every time she asks, you just get up and said, how is Vivian? And the man will like, she's not asking, have you seen Vivian? She was like, how is this person? So the thing is so direct, meaning I know that you have seen her. So just talk, how is she? So they started having problems in that marriage, and the man is like, your own vision of my money, now my body they say. I mean, you just tell your God to show you vision of lottery. Let us win lottery and be millionaires. Just leave me alone. At some point, I think the man started reporting her that he felt his phones were being hacked because how should they take know everything with the man they run for the phone? So she now said, God, I beg, before this marriage, you could just scatter or just stop, please, with all due respect, I beg, don't tell me anything again about my husband or whatever is going on. So if some of you meet such women, I don't know what you could do, especially the caliber of men I will have here. I want that kind of woman. At least she's for perfect. She for predict our first millions. Yeah, you're right because okay, Chuku, right? No, we say you want that kind of woman. That's what I'm saying. That the husband got so upset, you know, the husband got so upset and said, if you know you they see, you as a matter of fact, the husband didn't even think that it was, vision that she sees. The husband thought she goes through his phone and sees everything on his phone. So why are you? That's one, not be godly. Now monitoring spirits. I'm one of them. Oh, officially, Nena says she's one of them. I trust you now. That's my Nena. Nena is a prophetess, so that's what some of you should know. But please say that will not be godly spirits. Now monitoring spirits. You see, imperfect men that are not upright. You see it as monitoring spirits. So, however, the husband got so upset. The thing was really affecting the marriage, and the husband was reporting her that she was hacking into his phone. But speaking to her, I knew she was not, and and she said, "No, I just see those things, and I don't want to see them anymore." So some of you should just pray for, you're praying for godly women that are good and everything. Just pray, may your wife know they see past, they see some things like that because she go they mark you everywhere, and especially if you're not a born again yourself. So, but you were taking, leave us alone. So God bless you. Before I start, I'm just going to use 1 minute to say a prayer because I want you guys to understand something about me. I'm seeing so many comments on our videos, and so many men, as much as I'm trying to be at the middle, and I think some people say are saying I'm supporting more of the men, but so many men are still not even agreeing with this. And I hear them say, even when a man is saying the truth, I will still want to act like what the man is saying is not true and just want to argue. And I just really thank some humble men, even though they are not so good like that, but I think they are good to me. They love me enough to always defend me. And you see those same men on this platform who are like these other men, but it's just that they are not like these other men to me. So when they see those attacks on me, they will just like, no, 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 don't go there. Mama is a very different person. No, 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 no. And I'm so happy. I'm like, okay, thank God I still have some people that believe in the truth that I say, and I understand that if you're looking for a a man's advocate, I might not be the best candidate to be a man's advocate. And I'm sincerely telling you this. If you're looking for a woman's advocate, I may not be your best candidate for a woman's advocate. That is not what this platform is for. This is a godly, this one is for Jesus advocates. I'm here for God. I'm here to tell us what the mind of God is. Because if we can apply it with no advocacy, I'm telling you, we can excel in our daily lives, in our marriages and everything. So I don't want to support women, I don't want to support men, I just want to say what God is saying. That being said, I want to introduce you to our guest today. She's a mother, she's a wife, she's a minister, she's a counselor. She's done this for a, a whole lot of time, and she's so grounded in the word. She's so experienced in this. That is why I had to reach out to her, and I said, Mama, you know what? I would like to have you on this discussion today. On this discussion today because last week I even sent her some of our videos. She was laughing. I said, this man came to attack me. Oh, I've changed though. I've just changed. So they feel like, okay, they came over, they were just giving me boost. Shift me here and all. I was just moving. So I said, let me just invite somebody today to retaliate. So she can tell us the truth anyway. She's a very godly person. She's been there for me sometimes when I reached out to her personally, in one or two discussions. So that's why I can trust, her judgment as a woman of God. If you're a married woman, stay away from your husband's phone. You get why? Okay. I think I'm going to ask Mama that question today. I'm going to ask Bishop Kate that question today about the phone. Okpara being whatever. I'm sorry, the phone is a little far from me, so understand I strain my eyes to read. If you're a married woman, stay away from your husband's phone. You get why? This set of women of this generation is very possessive. Let me write down your question out because I would like to remember it when my guest comes, I'll ask her. Mama, please, if you're here, can you request me? Let me see your request so that I can accept you and we can start a discussion. Stay away from your husband's phone. Stay away from phone. Okay. Okay. He said this women now that we have are too possessive. Oh. Ah. So love now has become possessiveness, Abby. Okay. I have told us my own take on the phone thing, but I believe that since we have a virtuous woman today here, a woman of God, we'll delve into things like that. She's gonna ask me, what I think about. She's gonna answer that question. I had to write it down. She's gonna tell us what you think about a woman touching a man's phone, right? That's the question, right? Uh, Mama, if you're here, please join. Request me. I know I saw you joined while I was talking. I would like you to request me if you're still here. All right, I think she's requesting me. Okay. Oh, now Instagram is something I don't know. I was telling people that I don't know if it's the iPhone or if it's Instagram, but I noticed that before you get somebody, hi, uh, uh, good afternoon, ma.
Hey, good afternoon.
Yeah, thank you so much for joining me, Mama. God bless you, ma.
So nice to be here today. So nice to be with you today.
Thank you so much. It's a honor having you here. I'm so excited that I reached out and within a short period you could make our time. I know how busy you are. And as a matter of fact, she's here in the US too. She's in Dallas, Texas. And she's an awesome person. I would not want to start telling you my personal experience with her, but I can tell you that she's an awesome person, and she's grounded with wisdom. Some of you now that have bad behavior, when she start talking, you will not agree, but that is what it is. If it's truth, everybody does not agree with truth. As long as what she's saying is true, that's just what I want. So some of you see as Bishop beautiful. Oh my goodness.
Thank
Oh, please. Thank you so much. Oh my God, I think probably network, but she left in this discussion based on Western ideology or African ideology. I don't know what happened, but I think she probably network. Sometimes this happens. Uh, she left the podcast. I believe she would request to join back. A true example of godliness. I want to before Bishop Kate Cowes comes back to this podcast. I want to respond to somebody. See, I said it here. I'm so sorry. Oh. I don't like saying things like this, but let me reach out to her. I told people that some people here have bad behavior, right? But that's why God has brought them here to actually change them. Because look at what somebody now is asking. Is this discussion based on Western ideology or African ideology? Now, this discussion is based on godly ideology. We are not doing African here. We are not doing okay, she's back to requesting me. I don't know for some reason what happened earlier. Sorry. Okay, Mama, you I don't know what happened. Your network was,
Yeah, something. I think something happened to the network. I'm sorry about that.
Okay, ma. All right. So, cute Kiki is Western ideology for it's a problem. So let me respond to what this person said. If it's Western ideology, then it's a problem. You see them, they've started. Well, like I told you people, this one is not Western ideology. This is not this is not a this is not a traditional thing. This is a godly, program. So it is based on biblical ideology. So that's why you should listen. It's based on godly ideology. What is God saying about these things? So just calm down. It's not a Western. I don't believe in Western or African this thing. Let's talk about the mind of God. Ma, I'm so happy for you're joining me today. Please help me talk to the men, the gentlemen we have, and the pretty women we have, the godly women we have in the house. I would like them to know more about who a virtuous woman is. Who is a virtuous woman?
All right, thank you. Firstly, I want to say hello to all your wonderful, wonderful viewers that have been engaging this program and keeping it busy and all that. I've been following from afar and enjoying myself.
Thank you.
Every time has been fun, and I'm glad to be here today.
Thank you.
And then, secondly, I want to celebrate my gender, the women. I want to celebrate the wonderful women of beauty and brains. I want to celebrate you because I see some of the comments you people make and it makes sense. I also want to celebrate the men in the house. You are our fathers. We love and appreciate you. And I would like to crave your indulgence to listen before you comment. Don't just jump and comment. Listen before you comment. You might learn one or two things. Out of every nonsense, there is sense in it. So listen, and I promise you that you're going to learn one or two things. Who is a virtuous woman? Virtue. Firstly, the word virtuous is an adjective for the word virtue. And so, what is virtue? Virtue describes a person of high moral um, character or high moral behavior. Okay, that's what virtue, describes. So when we're talking about who is a virtuous woman, if you read Proverbs chapter 31, a mother was talking to his son and was advising the son, the king Lemuel, and was telling him that who is the right woman to go for, who is a virtuous woman. And then she began to paint the picture and let the son know the character and the idea of who a virtuous woman is. A virtuous woman is a woman of high moral standards. She has the habitual disposition of doing good. That is a virtuous woman. She is a woman of integrity, honesty, decency, and decorum. And so Proverbs 31 describes the prototype of a virtuous woman. When I was growing up and as a young lady and as a young mother and all that, I'll read that scripture and it will intimidate me. I said, one woman, all those qualities, is it possible? The Bible describes how she's this to her husband, she's that to the children, she's that to the maids, she's how industrious she is, and all that. And it's like, oh, this is intimidating and too much. Well, I want to say that just to um, relax the minds of all the ladies in the house and some of the men in the house that no one woman has all these qualities. Just have it at the back of your mind. Let's want to keep it real. I want to be sincere. No one woman has these qualities. Why? Because there's no perfect person yet. This is an ideal woman. Okay, this is an ideal woman that the mother was painting, but that doesn't mean that every woman has all these qualities. But if you have 70%, 60% of these qualities, and you are striving towards becoming a better person, you are good to go. Okay? And so Proverbs 31 describes the prototype of a woman of noble character. And then spanning from her being a good homemaker, from her being industrious, for her being generous, and for her being kind. Describes her as a good mother to her husband because of the high moral standards that she has. She's able to bring up good children, and people are able to talk about her at the gates, praise her before her husband at the gates because of the kind of woman she is. A virtuous woman is a submissive wife. A submissive wife. And that is why, because I said it's very difficult to have all these qualities embodied in one person. The Bible says, for her price is far above rubies. So you don't just pick a virtuous woman anyhow. You don't pick her on the streets, because you find a lot of men. I heard some comments last week where somebody was saying that there's no virtuous woman on earth again. Oh, I felt very, very insulted and angry. But I forgive you in the name of Jesus.
Amen.
Why would you make such a comment? You understand? It depends on where you are picking your women. Do you understand what I'm saying? It depends on where you are picking your woman and what you want to be to your woman. Okay, so the a virtuous woman is all these things I've described. The Bible says that she's so industrious that she will go and price a piece of land and buy it. You know, she's so industrious that she will travel, to different places to buy things and sell and do a lot of things. So all these things are qualities of a virtuous woman or of a woman of noble character.
Thank you so much, Mama.
Yes.
I just want to point out some questions as they are going, and
Mm-hmm.
just say somebody said something here. And please, I want you to just know that this person that I will accept him later today. I know he will want to come and talk.
Mm.
His name is Act Like Emeka. Emeka. He has, I'm sorry, Maui, but he has bad behavior. That you see from his comments. Look at his comments. Let's be honest. A virtuous woman is a virgin bride. It caught my this thing because you see this man, you see the narrative now. So please tell us. Does it mean that a virtuous man has to be a woman you married as a virgin? Because
That is,
let me just ask
well,
you.
no. The Bible,
Okay.
if you listen to all the qualities that were mentioned there, I didn't see anything like virginity.
Okay.
And then, well, a virtuous woman can be a virgin, but a virtuous woman can also not be a virgin.
Good.
Okay, because life happens, mistakes happen, and all that. And the Bible says that if anyone is in Christ, is a new creature. All things are passed away. So even if you were not a virgin when you got married, by the virtue of the fact that you gave your life to Christ, you have been made a new creature, and then all those past things are passed away. So you don't have to be a virgin to strive to be a virtuous woman. No. Mm-mm.
Emeka, I hope you've heard that one before you go and start attacking somebody that they are not virgins. So
Mhm,
that's why they are not
mhm,
virtuous. Sure, you've heard from the woman of God. And I see that USM Logistic, baby girl, I'm going to accept you soon, as I would accept also like a man too. But I just want us to exhaust a little bit of this explanation so that we can have a foundation for this discussion. Because I know that very soon some of you will be coming with your bass. According to Christianity, marriage is
mhm.
only meant for a virgin girl.
We'll talk about all those things
We'll talk
later.
about this one later. I'll not even
Yes.
answer you now.
If he listens a bit more, he will understand.
Yeah.
It's in your hurry to comment here.
You, Emeka, are you a virgin? Are you not the one that came here last time and said you don't want to get married because you're following women everywhere? Your post is everywhere, went viral, and you're talking. You want a virgin, but you have your own issues. You don't
Mhm.
even deserve a virgin. You, that Emeka. God bless you, ma. Thank you so much, Mama. The next thing, please tell the men who is an upright man.
Okay.
This talk is for Emeka and his cohorts. Let us know.
Okay, yeah. Who is an upright man? I'm sure we use the word upright just to differentiate between the male and the female, because the word virtue is not gender sensitive. Okay? Uh-huh. So it's just a matter of synonyms. We're just using different words to describe the same thing. So, who is an upright man? I have four words to describe an upright man. Firstly, he's a man of high morals.
Good.
High morals. When we're talking about morals, we're talking about a man that is trustworthy, a man that has integrity. Okay? And then he's also a gentleman. You know, he has a gentleness. He's also a man of courage and chastity. That's the number four. Those are the four words I want to use to describe an upright man: a man of high moral standards, a gentleman, a courageous man, and a man of chastity. Job
Chastity
chapter
means
3.
purity.
Yeah,
Okay,
chastity
okay,
means purity. Yeah,
okay,
chastity
okay.
means purity. Yeah. Job chapter 3, verse 1 to 4 describes a virtuous man. It's in the Bible, a virtuous man. It says, a virtuous man keeps his heart free from lust. And remember that God sees him, or remember that God sees everything. I'll repeat that again. That is Job chapter 3. It says, a virtuous man keeps his heart from lust and remembers that God sees everything. So, who is an upright man? An upright man is the man that keeps his heart free from lust. Okay. He values honesty. He is trustworthy. So if I am to write Proverbs chapter 32, I know there's nothing like that. But if I, because I always see a lot of conferences where they say the Proverbs 31 woman, if I'm to say the Proverbs 32 man, then let me say here that he is the man that follows the example of our Lord Jesus Christ, and he knows how to love his wife like Christ loves the church. We have a lot of problems in marriages today. We have a lot of issues. And what is going on here is that there's a lot of finger pointing. The man is pointing at the woman is pointing at the man. Nobody wants to settle down. I've heard all the comments and say, oh, I've been in this marriage. Oh, the woman was this woman. If I can ask a question, what was your part in the
Good.
divorce? Or what was your part in the problem? Or were you just one dead being, just floating in the relationship and somebody did all those things to you?
And you not do
Okay.
anything.
So, uh, a virtuous man or a man of noble character or an upright man is a man that knows how to love his wife like
Mm.
Christ loves the church.
Wow.
And what is that example? Christ loved the church so much that he laid his life for the church. Christ loved the church so much that the Bible says that he keeps on washing her by the washing of the water by the word. That means when the Bible describes us as the bride of Christ. And when we all gave our lives to Christ and we became Christians and everything, we didn't come with perfection. As a
Mm-hmm.
matter of fact, the day you become perfect, you cease to exist on the surface of the earth. No person is perfect. And so when you marry a woman, um, time will fail me to tell you, what a lot of young people think love is. But love that the Bible describes that can work in the marriage is the love that the Bible describes as what happened between Christ and the church. The Bible describes the church as the bride of Christ. You know,
Yeah.
so that is a man, know that an upright character knows how to clean his wife, take care of his wife, and present his wife to himself the way he wants her to be.
Mm.
Okay.
You see, she said
And so,
something I've
but
said before here.
mostly, what
Mm-hmm.
goes on here is that the men leave all the work in the marriage for the woman. You find the woman struggling and struggling and all that, trying to make things work. And they feel that because, they are the man, they don't have any work to do. That is a big mistake. And that's why there are a lot of problems in marriages today. And then who's an upright man? He's the spiritual leader of his household. He's the
Mm-hmm.
spiritual leader of his household. You find out that a lot of men, including some of the people talking on this platform, they didn't give their family any spiritual direction.
Mm-hmm.
So if you do not give your family spiritual direction, your wife will come and learn things and become something else. Do you understand what I'm saying? But once you are the leader of your household, spiritual leader of your household, every day you lead your household in morning devotion, wake everybody up. Oh, let us sit down, let us pray. Pour your vision and your heart into your family in the place of prayer and present it before God. That is an upright man. He does not let his position in the home get to his head. That is the
Mm.
problem we have with African men.
Mm.
Okay? That is the problem we have with a lot of African men. And I'm talking about the Bible from the Bible perspective here. I am not by any way a Western woman or whatever. I am an African. Okay? But that is the greatest problem we have, in Africa and with African men, the leadership, they allow the leadership position that they have
Their head.
get to their head and they become the lion of the tribe of the house.
Mm.
I was visiting a friend one day in my early years, and the husband was coming back from work, and the kind of confusion that was going on in the house just because the husband was coming back a little early and she didn't know he was coming. Oh, she said, "Get up, get up, get up. Oh, sit down here. Oh, okay. Oh, this. Oh, I mean, she was confused just because her husband, who was the lion of the tribe of the house, was coming
Mm.
in, and the husband would come and touch the table. and say, what happened to this?
Hey,
Touch
mercy.
this. Oh, why is this here? All those kind of things and all that. Oh, that is not an upright man. That
Mm,
is the man that has unrealistic expectations
expectations.
from his wife or from a woman. Okay.
Yeah.
Also, he is a good provider for his household. That's an upright man. The Bible says that he who cannot provide for his household, that is a man that cannot provide for his household. The Bible describes him as worse than an infidel.
You've answered the Ben Flay's question, so I didn't need to ask it
Okay,
again.
as
You've heard
worse.
Ben Flay. He has to have money. Continue, ma.
How as what you mustn't be rich, you understand? You
Your,
mustn't be rich and
your
all
home.
that, but you must be a provider from your family for your family based on what you have. Make provision for your family. Okay? He's generous to his wife. An
Mm,
upright
mm,
man is kind and generous to his wife. You see, a lot of men complain, oh, my wife is not this, oh, my wife does not do this. How generous are you to her? What have you done to make her feel special? Okay? He's never spiteful.
mm-hmm.
I A couple was visiting us one time, one of the relations, from my husband's place and all that. And I was just passing through the guest room, just passing. I didn't go, just by the window. And I heard the man telling the wife, "You are daft. You are daft. What do you have in your head? Daft." Oh my God. Why would a man call an adult, educated woman daft just because you have the headship over the house?
Mm,
That's an insult.
mm-hmm.
It's a major insult. And that lady is even more educated than him,
Wow.
But he's like, "You're daft. You're daft." And I was like, oh my God. They just went inside and I was shocked. Okay? Who is an upright man? Because if you ask me to write Proverbs 32, that's what I'm writing for you right now. Okay? He enjoys his work,
Mm,
but he does not allow his work take him away from his family. Because a lot of men work, work, work. They are possessed by their work, by their career, and they forget to groom their family and their home. Okay? And who is an upright man? An upright man is a man that acknowledges that he's not infallible. I mean, what I mean by that is that he's a man that knows that he's not perfect. He's a man that knows that he makes mistakes too. Because one of the problems we have is a lot of people that feel they're perfect, they don't make mistakes. You understand? It's the woman that makes mistakes. I respect a man that can tell you, "Sorry, honey, I got it wrong here."
mm,
You understand? That makes it, I mean, too good for me. You understand? That for a man that knows he's heading to hit his head on the wall, but he still keeps going. You understand? Because he feels I'm the head of the house. Perhaps, maybe time will fail me. If men listen to women a little more, a lot of mistakes they make, they will not make.
I shall even have
Okay?
heard it now.
Yes. A
Okay.
lot of mistakes they will not make because time will, let me tell you. So he loves his wife. He's a watchman. A woman was telling me one day he's a watchman over his family. That's an upright man. A woman was telling me that they were sleeping in bed with the husband one day, and there was some sounds outside. They were hearing some sounds and everything. And instead of the man, like the lion of the tribe of the house that he claims to be, when he favors him, the man was telling the wife, "Honey, go and check. Go and check. Who's that? Who's at the door?
I
What's
know the
happening?"
tribe of
You
the house
understand?
is saying, "Man, should
He
go and
was
check it
hiding when it was time to protect his home. An
out."
upright man
Those people
protects his,
plenty for here.
yes, protects his wife and
Mm,
his children with his life. That is an upright man. Okay? And then also an upright man is a man that know that they are not perfect yet. They give room for
mm,
maturity because, truth be told, a lot of men are still boys inside.
mm.
Okay? They're still boys. All the gra gra. All the, oh, I don't do. In fact, when the man tells you, "Don't you know I'm the man? I'm the man," there's a boy in there crying for
Inside.
something. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. And finally, an upright man is the man that realizes that he cannot be upright on his own. He realizes that he can only be upright when he's empowered by the Holy Spirit. So that's what can make him an upright man.
Thank you so much, Mama. See, don't be this their comments. You are seeing what they are doing. That's how they are.
No, don't worry.
They are not
Don't,
gossiping somebody that is at home. You see this platform, my name is not there. I'm
don't
not
worry.
calling any Sophia in this place. As when I don't carry very dark man enter inside this place
Uh-huh.
now. Okay.
You know,
I'm not going to react to all those very dark man whole thing. No. Very dark man where they curse anybody. If you like, maybe assistant Jesus. It's not here. I'll not even mention him. I'm trying to see if I can get one of this thing to ask. Yes, somebody China knew. I know he would maybe probably request me today, and I would accept him later so that they can ask you one on one. But let me. Mama, please, can I accept somebody as we continue to discuss?
Oh, go ahead.
Okay. Let me accept. I'm seeing yesterday she's been adding me. Let me see if I can accept her. If she's truly a bishop, she sounds one-sided. Okay, Chiku, you're looking for trouble. You this okay, Chiku. I'll go and check you out so that I will see. Hi, God bless you. USM
Good
Logistics.
morning,
Oh
ma.
my God.
Good afternoon, ma.
This is in short. Should I say one of my best daughters? But I just have so many people that are so loving. I shipped something. I'm going to say it here. I know you know what I'm saying. All of you, this men in this platform, God will deliver you people. Your own is to, yes, I know, protect me. You're trying. But you see, this USM Logistics, let me tell you how good she is, a woman. I shipped something through her company I know she's shy. I shipped something through her company that got to US. As a matter of fact, the day my sister was in her office in Nigeria, she had already sold into my life that I even now used to pay for the thing I shipped. And when it got here, I think I called her. I was like, is it here? She was like, oh, God, Mama, this is what you're calling me. I wanted to even ask for your address. And I wanted to send that thing and pay for it myself with my own money. So you just see it arrive in your house. And sincerely, I don't want to tell you how much that thing would have cost me. But we're talking about hundreds of dollars from where she was going to ship it. So before I know it, I was like, oh, God, that's good. Surprising me. She got my address and she shipped it. This is her business, right? I should be the one paying for that shipping, but it got to her office and she shipped it. I'm expecting it via FedEx to my house, all paid by her. So I just want to thank you so much, USM Logistics. And if you're in Texas, I can tell you they are very reliable. And she's an awesome person. Mama, she's blushing, and she's Befle, you one day stop making mouth, Mama. If I give you my tithes, Mama, you go shake. Befle, give me your tithes. It's not to find trouble in this place every day.
Good afternoon,
I wanted to
ma.
react to some Vex girl. Why are you calling my daughter Vex girl? Go away. Who Vex with you unbreakable? She's a I wanted to answer this Okechukwu because this Okechukwu, I don't know if you've been joining, but I'm truly seeing your behavior right now, and it's bad. For you to say that Mama here is one-sided, telling her because people don't want to hear the truth. I saw your comment before. You were saying that you wanted her to be more African. Let me see. There are so many comments. If she's reading based on what you said she is reading based on what the West told them. You see, it's not based on what the West told them. She's reading based on the Word of God. And if you listen to everything she has said, I know people are there catching your phone on the comment section, but if you listen to what she has said, and you actually can inculcate, you don't even need to be everything she has said. Just 50% is enough for the women. Just be 50% of what she has said. It is enough to keep her home. It's enough for the woman. But some of you, you don't even want to do 1% of it. That's why you're saying she's reading from the West and you're saying she's one-sided. I know all of you, even me, as much as I try to be, some of you would still go and say, I'm advocating for this one. And thank God some men that are partially good will tell you that, no. She's not. So let us learn, because after this thing, I want good men and I want godly women too. Somebody was asking Mama that is David a virtuous man? I just know what the answer is, but let me just put it just in 1 minute, ma. Just tell me, is David a virtuous man?
Well, which
Because
David?
some of them are copying David. Is their father now.
Which
David in
David?
the Bible.
David
David
in
in the
the
Bible is
Bible.
their father, is their ancestral father. Everybody will tell you, David did like this. So please tell us, is David a virtuous man, ma?
Okay. Firstly, a man should not be your uh, you know, your where you place, whatever you're judging. Because like I told you, there's nobody is perfect. No human being is perfect. David was a great guy. He loved God. You understand? He served God in spirit and in truth, but he made some mistakes. You understand? So the fact that you know he made some mistakes does not negate the fact that God still loved him, or God still loved him. But David should not be our example. Christ should be our example. Christ should be
It's
our example.
full
So
armor.
David, yeah, he had some virtues. You understand? He had some virtue. He was a warrior. He was a great king. He was a lover of God. You understand? But he wasn't still perfect. And what I'm talking about here is, I'm not saying that, like I said earlier, if you listen, that's what I'm saying. Listen before you comment. Like I said earlier, nobody is perfect. I'm still sitting here, I'm still working towards perfection. Okay? And like I told you, those qualities of a virtuous woman, they intimidated me as a young girl, as a young lady growing up. But later I realized that no one person can embody all those things. Okay? So strive towards perfection. Okay?
Thank
And don't
you.
follow bad examples.
Bad.
Don't make mistakes because somebody made mistakes. I think mistakes are supposed to be for us to learn from.
Yes.
Yes, and
Yes.
correct ourselves.
Thank you so much, Ma, for that answer. And Chinanu, God bless you. I'm going to accept you. Last time, because I had 4 people on the platform, so when somebody goes out, I could not accept. I had so many requests last week. So I decided to do something where I'll just take 3 people at once. So when I drop the other person after a few minutes, and I'll not, take somebody else so that people can be coming and it doesn't tell me that I cannot take anybody. And I want to also react to I am Rockforce. He said, so we should not marry now because Christ is not married. You see, people, you see how you have reasoned, see how
Okay.
your brain now has told you. So Christ is not married. It means so we should not marry. People are stressing me. That's not what she means.
No,
She just, God have
let me
mercy.
respond to that. You understand? That's why I keep saying, listen,
They
listen.
need a listen.
Don't be in a hurry to teach, or don't be in a hurry to say what is in your mind. Listen and then think well before you respond. I know some of you are your hands are very happy. You just want to type, and well, you're keeping the place busy. I'm enjoying it. That's what makes it interesting, woman of God. You don't have to worry about all the comments. It makes it interesting. Okay, right? The Bible uses Christ as an example. You understand? We, the church, we are the bride of Christ. You understand? So who told you that Christ is not married? We are his bride. So he's married to the church.
See, you have heard now, Abby. So he's married to the church. That was a good answer. Modestus .185. The lady with yellow cloth, is she single? She's single, but she's not searching for you. So calm down. She's single. She's not searching for you. I just want to continue, Ma. And now we're talking about a virtuous woman. Yet I'm going to ask you a question.
Mhm.
I'm trying to put the question I will ask you, but let me just get this. So she can just no, in few minutes. Mama, I just like you to tell me, can because that we live in a life where either the man is quick to judge the woman's action or the woman is quick to judge the man's action. Uh, some people can say, oh, I was married to you, now you don't enter house, now you don't show me yourself.
Mm,
You were pretending so that I can marry you. Now you've
mm.
entered the house, now we are now seeing all the bad behavior you possess. And before you tell the woman that she has changed in the house, you're not thinking if you have done something to actually make her change in that house. So we're talking about a virtuous woman, ma. Can the attributes of a virtuous woman be influenced, you know, by the man's action? Probably you're a virtuous woman and your husband is not upright because you've told us what it takes to be upright. Now, this virtuous woman now, way good though, now go and marry a man with that is not upright. I don't want to say example like Emeka. I don't want to use Emeka as example, but he now marries somebody that does not have good behavior, is not upright. Can those things affect the virtuous woman?
Oh, okay. Well, it depends on the context you want to talk from, or from the angle you want to see it from. For us, that are born again and will believe in Jesus Christ and will believe in His Word, and for us practicing Christians, not just Christians by name. Um, it's His character might not change who you are, okay, or the virtue and the character that you have. No,
Okay.
okay. Even the book of First Peter chapter 3, it says that in the same way, married women should adapt, to their husbands, so that even if they don't obey the word of God, they may be won to God without any word spoken. Okay, so for we born again Christians and everything, uh, uh, um, the man's character or his attributes or his behavior, even though it's not easy, you understand, but we believe God, and because we are prayer people, it cannot change. You understand? The character of who we are. But if you're talking from a general perspective and all that, absolutely yes. Okay, a woman was created with special attributes. I told you, men, let me just tell you who a woman is. Because if you don't know about a woman, a wise man once said, don't touch one. What we have right now is a lot of woman abuse. Okay? Uh-huh. Woman abuse, because, I mean, what you don't know, if you don't know how to treat a woman, you will treat her anyhow. Okay? And that what I needed to say, it's not coming to me right now, but I remember it and say it in a short while. Okay, but you see, a woman was created to adapt. You understand? Firstly, a woman was created out of need. We're not just uh, formed, the way a man was formed. We were created to fit in, you understand, and to meet a need. That's what the Bible calls us, help meet. Okay? So, along with that characteristics, a characteristic of being a helpmate, there are some attributes that God put in a woman. One, a woman was created to adapt. Two, a woman was created to multiply. Three, a woman was created. So many attributes that I can't, to be a mother, and hence the name womb woman. You know what I mean? Okay, and so when a woman gets married to a man and everything, she sits and tries to understand who the man is. You understand? And if she's not a woman that is grounded in the word, or a woman that is patient, if the man is not trustworthy, if the man is not truthful, if the man is not treating her correct as she's supposed to be, she tries to adapt for a while. But when she adapts for a while, after she adapts for a while, and it's not working, you understand, she begins to show you, you understand, who she is. And so let me tell you, if you marry a woman and the day you were marrying the woman, you saw an angel, you say, oh, come and be my angel. Some people actually call their wives my angel. Oh, and all that. And 3 years down the line in marriage, the angel becomes a devil. Who is the suspect? Who turned an angel into a devil?
It's the man.
It's the character of the man. Okay? So you find out that a lot of women come into the marriage, prepared to make the marriage work. But when they begin to see things, let me tell you something. No matter how anointed, no matter how prayerful, no matter how whatever adjective you want to use to describe a woman, once she suspects that another woman is taking her place in the life of her husband, she automatically turns to a junior devil. That's when she begins to investigate your phones, try to do things, you buy different phones, try to call to find out things. This was a woman that was quiet and very simple. But once she feels that somebody is taking her place, she changes. You understand? And so women, we adapt. Women, what's that word? We adapt to the situation that we are. So most of the reaction that the men are getting in marriage, after marriage, is a reaction to what the man has done, because that is who we are created as women to be. You understand? So that is it. And number two, a woman is a multiplier. If you give her trouble, she will multiply it and give it to you.
Mm.
I'm just telling you. Okay? So if a woman, if you are lucky and you're married to a child of God, you understand, and a woman that loves God and wants to grow, good for you. But if you marry a woman that is not born again and is still trying to get there, you better watch the way you treat her, because whatever you give her, she multiplies it and gives it back to you. That is how a woman was created.
Okay. Mama, I don't know. I'm not seeing the complete of you. Maybe you're a little bit shifted from your camera or something. Yeah, I think it's better now.
Okay.
And I just wanted to react to something. I don't even need to waste my time asking Mama that one. I'll just react to you. I am Brockforce. You're mentioning all the women that are stressing their husband, and you're saying that women are the ones stressing men. You have forgotten that men too are stressing women. Oh, okay. On this platform, is it not people that are stressing me? Is this not to tell you the characteristics of men? So let's just let me just leave that one now and not answer you again. Uh,
And just to say, women react. They
okay.
don't act. Most of the time, what you see is a reaction to what.
You
Yeah. So
see?
that's it. Yeah.
Uh-huh. So women react and they don't act. And okay, yesterday I know you've been here. God bless you. And you've heard what Mama has said so far about a virtuous woman and a virtuous man, which is an upright man. I want to say, whose responsibility is it to make sure a marriage works? More.
Okay, I'm going to go back to the Bible verse that says, "Can two work together unless they agree?" Now, to be factual, I would say it's more of the responsibility. I'm going to give two answers. It's more of the responsibility of the woman, because a woman was created to be an helpmate to a man. Now, due to the society that we find ourselves, because they say that mommy is quoting from Bible, we should not be biblical, we should be fleshical, we should do the norm. That's what we are going to do right now. And that's what I'm going to talk about.
Okay.
Now, due to what is going on in the environment that we find ourselves, like Bishop rightly said, women react to what men are doing. And most of the time, they say a woman is nagging. A woman only nags when she still cares. When she stops nagging, she has checked out.
Mm.
And a woman, I laugh at the point whereby they say that a woman will be in a relationship or marriage, and then after she leaves, within 3 months or 2 months, she finds someone else. What men don't understand is men and women are different. Men are logical and women are emotional.
Yes.
Women will mourn the relationship. They will cry in the relationship. They will beg in the relationship. They will check out in the relationship. When the woman now leaves the relationship, guess what? She starts her life again because she has already mourned and done everything. Now, men start to mourn relationship when the woman has already exited.
Mm. It's
Now
too
the
late
woman's
now.
healing has already been done, even while inside that being in that relationship. Now, who is supposed to who has the responsibility of making sure marriage work? The truth is, due to the society we find ourselves, men,
Mm.
men. If we are to look at it in a biblical way, it's the women. Because even when we talk about the King Solomon, when we talk about David, when we talk about all these people, all these great men of God, all these people, the women still stayed. You
Mm-hmm.
understand, man? They still stayed because these men were providing. If we're looking at, okay, I was telling someone, I said, most women don't live because you are cheating. Most women live because, number one, you are a dusty person. You don't even provide. You're not there financially. You're not there emotionally. You're not even there as a spiritual leader, as the head.
Mm.
And then later you claim to be the head of the house. Who does that? And you are not there. You're not, some of these people are not even physically there at all. All they do is their 9 to 5, and they have work wife at their job. They have a girl that they are toasting very, very well at their place of work, but they are not physically there for their family. So, and if we say the divorce rates, is women that are going for this divorce. Why? Because if If I, as a woman, I'm in a land of opportunity. A very good example before I go back to what I was about to say. Nigeria, they say when women come to America, women change. Then I asked someone, I said, if let us assume that Nigeria turn out to have the economy that America has right now, majority of your pastor's wife will leave your pastor. A lot of women are harboring the pain because number one, Nigeria cares about shame. You want to leave your husband's house. Most of your parents don't even want you to even come to their house because they are still trying to survive. You understand, ma? But this is a country, a land of milk and honey, whereby even when you finish your high school, I finished my high school in New York, and I remember then my parents were like, if you want to get a job, you can get a job if you want to. If you want to go back to school, whatever you want to do. This is a country whereby even at the age of 18, even a teenage mom, you know, Nigeria, they would body shame you. You're a teenage mom, you're this. Teenage mom can survive here if she knows what she's doing. She can go back to school and live by herself. You understand, ma? Then I now asked the person, I said, majority of these men, number one, they don't provide. They are chronic kids, they are abusers and everything. And when these women, you think a woman will be stupid to know that, okay, at least I have children with this person, and then they come all the way from Nigeria. Number one, they would have already examined. They won't see. Women, we are foresighted. We process things differently from men. That is why, as Bishop correctly said, look at 99% of advice. Look at most of these men, women are their backbone. Women are their, because we process things different from the way there's like men see things in a one-way traffic. A woman would have already um
Mm-hmm.
digest cut it into pieces, put okay, how about if this happen like that? How about, you understand? That's how we are. But these men, they just a one-way traffic. Now they were like, oh, that and that. But when Nigerian women come here, no, a Nigerian woman will not leave you if you're a good man. She will leave because she already know that, okay, I'm in a country whereby the most men is 50-50. So why am I, if I can make my own bag, have my own comfortable place, do what I'm supposed to be doing, why do I want to continue going through the hardship? It's not
And
as if you're going to change
and
anyway.
they're
It-
abused.
And
And they abuse. That's why most of these women leave. Now
yes, let me ask you. I thank you so much for everything you have said. I know that as you're saying it, okay, Chico said this Western world don't spoil this woman. No, don't worry. You see, there's something that is very funny that I see on the internet, and I see that every woman, on the internet probably knows some of the celebrities that probably the marriage has not worked or packed up, and you see this person trying to be happy again. You don't even know what has been going on closed doors with these people. And you see men saying, now waiting there your eye be that now make. No go your husband house. That some of you would leave your husband and now come outside and become side chicks. I bet just like 5 seconds. What do you have to say about that? That women will leave their husbands, go out to become side chicks. But now I think they are using it like they insult you. Maybe you say your husband they cheat. Yeah, he was cheating. So now it's not like they are not agreeing to the man's bad behavior. But they are now saying that, Shebi, you don't live at night, you don't go become another person's side chick. 1 second, what do you want to say about that? Then I have one more question to ask before I drop you, so I can bring somebody else. They are shouting there. Bring
is
me, oh. All
it me,
right.
man?
Yes.
Oh,
What can you say about a woman who leaves her husband and becomes a side chick, like men, or like that accusation that you want to leave because he's bad? You go and become side chick now to another
well,
married man.
I I would say that majority of, now not say all, but majority of women don't get married in intent to
Mm-hmm.
divorce. Now, and if a woman gets married and the marriage is not working to the extent that it's almost getting to her head, meaning because we need sanity in order for us to process things.
Mm-hmm.
If not, the person will be in Yaba left. So if the marriage is not working, guess what? Everybody can go their separate ways. Now, whatever it is that the person prefers to do, wherever the person decides to follow, that's their own personal problem. A woman is, you leave your husband and then you go and marry a man that is married. I would never do it. That is something I would never do. But some people do it. I don't know why they do it. Whatever reason that they're doing it, that is their own personal opinion and whatever it is, maybe they find joy in it. But for me, I feel like the only thing that I always say is, why would you go through the pain of someone sharing your husband only for you to so downgrade yourself and cause another woman
Okay.
the same
Yeah.
type of pain?
Mhm.
It's wickedness. If you know that you've resulted, you want to cheat, you want to be with another married man, and you're in love with another married man, maybe you should kuku understand maybe the reason why that
Mm-hmm.
that the person has been cheating with your husband. Maybe the person actually fell in love with the person.
So
Go and make amends with your husband, and then continue to cheat on him, with him, and for him, instead of causing another woman heartbreak and pain, because most likely you're going to separate another person's home.
who gets affected more during a divorce?
Children.
The children?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, before I ask you why you said the children, I'll just ask, when there's this separation or divorce between the man and the wife, who do you think should have custody of the child?
The man.
Why the man? Why do you want the man to have custody? Why do you want the children to be with the man?
So
Okay,
the
let me
reason.
ask, why do you want the children to be with the man? And why did you say that the children are the one that are more affected? Not the woman, not the man, but the children.
Okay, so this is me. I'm a logical person, ma. And this is it. I've never seen anywhere that they give award to the best mother in the world.
Hmm.
I've never seen any Guinness record that they gave award to any woman that said this is the best mother in the world. She has sacrificed this, she has sacrificed that. That's the thing. As a woman, before you become Mrs. Lagbaja, let's use that name, Mrs. Lagbaja, you were somebody else's last name, which is your father. You had a
Mm-hmm.
name.
Mm-hmm.
Now, when you get it, when you marry, after marriage and everything, right? It's not working and all those stuff. And we all know that even when a woman die within 3 hours, let's even give it a grace of one day, this men are they're already on another bed with another person, or they're already remarried. We all know that one for sure. As a woman, you have a purpose to fulfill on earth. And I feel like we women might also be part of the problem, in the sense that you have children, 4 children for this man. You now take all the kids with you in the name of Guinea, in the name of what? That you will not see the children. You are doing yourself, because children are literally liabilities. When they're a certain age, they become an asset. If with good upbringing and everything, and they become what they want to be, they become an asset. That is the some children that wants to still help around. You understand, ma?
Mm-hmm.
Now, the reason why I said that is, number one, majority of time, let's be realistic, ma, even in Nigeria, even here, women, if after marriage, after divorce, women sacrifice all their life. Training up a child, meaning it means pausing your whole life for
Mm.
another person to be able to grow.
I don't want to pause your life.
I cannot pause my life for who? I cannot pause my life for the father is alive. He has another family. It pays me for my child to grow up in a family-oriented background than me that I'm still single. I want to date. I want to be with someone else. I don't want my children to be exposed to the type of lifestyle that I might have to live. That might not be me originally. You understand, man? But sometimes life happens to people. If one person break my heart, you think I'll not fall in love again? I'll fall in love
And
again. But
if
the
the
truth,
children are home, you'll be bringing a man to the house if you have
I,
to.
well, I'll wait for when they're in school. I'll wait for when they're in school. Most of the time, I think women go and meet the man. I think most of the time, women go and meet the man. But, but, but okay. Now, that's the
So
thing. As I was saying,
not pause my life. Oh.
I was saying something, man. If I leave my husband's house and I get married to another man, guess what? I become that person's last name. The children get affected because these children has your DNA. They have your last. They don't have my last name. They have your last name. They have your DNA. Yes, we have the children together. Quite all right, though. But now you are supposed to be the angel, the Lord over your home. Now your children will not be exposed to seeing the lifestyle that I most likely did not want to live. That's why I married you. And then you betrayed me. You betrayed the trust. You betrayed the love. Now they now have to now see that lifestyle that I don't want them to see. No how. A man can pop in on you and say, "Oh, I just came to drop some stuff," and then your children will see them. Now let's say, like, okay, maybe 3 weeks down the line, you guys break up. With that now such enough, I will fall in love, even if it's 300 times. I'll fall in love. It's better for me to give the children to the father, especially if he has a home. Because for me personally, it's important for my children to grow up in a family oriented home. I'm not not going to say, "Oh, I want to keep the children because I'm the woman, and they have to stay with me." I cannot. I've heard people say, "Oh, my children cannot stay with stay under another woman's roof. I don't want another woman to train my children." And I tell someone, I say, "God forbid, God forbid your enemy pass away. Who takes those kids? The man will take the kids, and the woman that you don't want your children to live under the roof will start to take care of your children." So which one would I rather prefer? I would rather prefer that my children stay with them and I'm praying for my children. I'm able to see what is going on, how you are treating my kids. You understand, ma? I'm able to see it. Because regardless of anything, in this country, America, there are some men that they are narcissists. And when you're dealing with a narcissist, trust me, ma, nothing dealing with a narcissist, there's nothing that is easy. These people they're insane. They have mentally checked out, their conscious mind has been checked out. So when you're battling custody with a narcissist, it's never easy. Sometimes it pays you to just leave the children with them.
So the woman
The
leaves the
same way,
children after the marriage has ended with a man.
yes,
So you can fly away and live your
you
life.
don't have to fly away. My own personal example, I live in Houston. The reason why I'm here is because of my son. If I didn't have a child with this man, I would have been out of Houston a long
Mm.
time ago. I would have been out of Houston, probably been married. Now, when I wanted to get married, I communicated with my ex-husband that I wanted an intentional man because I didn't want to be going from one man to another man. You understand, man? I didn't want to be doing that. So that's why I got married. I got married at the age at which I got married. I was telling my mom and I were having a discussion. I said, at the age which I got married, I should still be my father's house. But I
Mm-hmm.
settled down because I'm here in America and I'm like, you know what? I don't want for one man, I don't want to be jumping from one bed to another bed, from one bed to another bed. And I thought being a virtuous woman, like everybody is saying, was the best. You get married, you are fresh, nothing. You understand, ma? No, being a virtuous man does not mean that you end up with a virtuous man. It's only God that gives the best.
Hmm.
And to those men that were asking, yeah, she got married again as a virgin, but did they not deal with her inside the marriage? So
They dealt with me, man. They gave
Okay,
me chlamydia. They dealt with me.
okay,
They
but
dealt with me.
let Mama tell. Mama, I'm
I'm,
hearing.
I'm, I'm sorry, lady.
Yeah.
I beg to differ a bit from what she's saying.
Okay.
Because if a divorce takes place, firstly, it is very, very traumatic for the kids. Like you said, rightly, acknowledge the kids. Apart from the fact that the couple are affected, the kids are the number one people that bear the brunt of that divorce. And so, depending on their age.
Mm-hmm.
If the kids are still small and they are still babies, I would not like another woman to take my babies and maltreat them. And then sometimes when the kids are left, and the other woman, because she's not their mother, there's a tendency that she'll be careless with them. There's a tendency that she'll not take, and that's why those kind of children, they experience a lot of problems. Some are raped, some go to different things and all that. So at a certain stage, if the children are still young, I would prefer the children to be with me. An agreement will be signed where the father can do all the provision and bring all the things that I need to take care of the children, and I'll take care of them for that period. But when they are bigger, of course, they can go live with their dad.
I'd like to say something, ma. I'm talking in general. Let me give a very good example of mine. When I left, my son was 2, and I had my son with me. When I gave the boy back to the father, it was 5, 6 year old. And because number one, like I said, when you're dealing with a narcissist, it's never a child's play. Your mental health goes with it.
Yeah.
Now, there's a lady that I know. She got married. She was in an abusive marriage. She got married and everything. She got married and everything. After the marriage and everything got dissolved, she got married to another Nigerian man. This man raped a 6-year-old son.
Mm.
Mhm.
Because don't forget, man, everybody have a life to live. And you, as a person, you have to make sure that your children, let's forget sentiments, your children live in a healthy home. You understand, ma? Someone was asking me, why is your son with the father? When are you going to go and pick up your kid? And what did I tell the person? I said, when I get married, right? When I get married, I'm getting married now, and I'm not getting divorced anytime soon. Whatever that happens, it happens. But I will make sure that I will let you know cheating is a no-go area in this marriage. Do you understand, ma? Now, I told the person, I said, I would like to live with my husband for a year because I want to see the character that this man is going to unfold. My son is going to come. I'm going to see, okay, is this guy a pedophile? Because there are men that are sleeping with male children these days. The same way, before female kids were not safe. Now, male kids are not safe anymore. And you think it's only black. No, it's also Nigerian men too. And it's a Nigerian man that raped a 6-year-old boy. This boy is already grown.
Hmm.
Do you understand, ma? Now, the father of the kid is now taking the woman to court. The guy is already in jail. You understand? It's a
Jesus
lot.
Christ.
That's just the fact that number one, she has to process going through whatever nonsense she has to go deal with this man that made her to leave. Now she also has to go through the process of
Mm.
maybe this child was safe with this man. Because number one, she has her own life to live. Divorce is not, it does not mean that it's done for me. You understand, ma? So I told the person, I said, I would like to live with my husband for a year. I want to see how this person is going to treat my son. I want to see, is he a pedophile? Is he a this? Is he going to molest my kid? You understand, ma? Because me, I'm very observant. So I will be monitoring, I'll be seeing everything. And when I say, okay, this is good, then I will go back to court. We're in America. And then fight for the custody of my kid. And then get my kid again. That's it. Because number one, I don't want my ex-husband to say, hey, did I not say it? Just imagine the trauma that this woman is going through. This woman, the way that woman, I don't think she'll ever want to marry again. She left an abusive marriage thinking that she was getting into a good marriage. Only for her 6-year-old son. Now, this boy has to start going for therapy. Imagine at that age having to go through trauma. Having to go through trauma. And I can never forget. My son will be telling me things that I did to him when he was 4 years old. You'll be remembering things. Now imagine a 6-year-old having to remember that experience. That child has now been sectioned for therapy and everything. So sometimes, man, it's good, yes. If your child is still young, you can sacrifice some time to take care of that child. Make sure that child has grown to know you. Be there. See, not being in your child's life, like not being in the same building with your child, does not mean that you don't love the child. No, it doesn't. It doesn't mean you don't love the child, man. It's just at least just there are ways that you can communicate I love you to a child. I was telling mommy the other day, I said I took my son to Walmart. I needed some clothes myself, right? And then I got him some and I said, Mommy, but you need some things yourself. Put some stuff down and then guess and I said, no, don't worry, you have this,
Boy.
I'll be fine. He said, no, mommy, okay, drop this one and then buy this one. You need something yourself. You've been complaining you don't have this, and I said, no, and he's 8 years old. And I said, don't worry, baby, I'm fine. And I still have to get him those stuff. And whenever he comes over to my place, oh, mommy, I love you. You're the best mom in the world. If I come back to this world again, I want to have you as my mother. That even though we are not under the same roof, there's a way you can communicate love without having that child under your roof because you have to be logical and you cannot add sentiment. This is a whole being, this is a whole child's life. This is a generation. You cannot just be like, and I want to punish a man. And I understand that maybe Bishop is not coming from that perspective. You understand? But majority of the women that I've heard, they'll say, no, no woman can take care of my child. No, okay, now the 6-year-old boy that was raped. Now she has become a laughing stock. Imagine what the family of that husband would have subjected her to. You understand, man? Yes, the man is in jail. Now our own child will now have to go for therapy. And I also heard that the both of them were battling for custody of that child before she was granted that custody. Only for this to happen. And I'm sure that that lady is
It's work.
shattered already. So that's just
So
it.
thank you so much, baby girl. You are loved. Thank you for
Thank you,
your
man.
contribution.
Thank
Even
you.
though we don't stand
Man.
on the same place or on so many things you said, of course, but that's why this platform is here.
Mm-hmm.
I would do different, but I don't pray for that to ever happen.
Amen.
And you're
Amen.
courageous. God will
Thank
bless you. I
you,
mean, for
man.
your strength. I think from what I observe also, let me just say, it's not like a credit to her. Yetunde is a very lucrative. She's resourceful.
Mm-hmm.
So I know she shared that. I was like, why would you leave? The guy was like, why didn't you keep your own job? She was like, she couldn't even do nothing. She couldn't have a good job for herself.
Mm-hmm.
She couldn't create a business. But after she said, you know what, I have this child, and every day you're giving me headache after over what I did or what I didn't do. Oh yeah, take the
Take your
child now.
kid.
You have a wife, you have other children, so let my son live with you. And that's when she could, she could be herself, create businesses for herself, and doing so many things. I don't, she told me there was somebody that she was trying to connect with in her past, and the person sent me a voice note. That person say, "Hey, I cannot marry you now. You're richer than me." I was like, "Don't mind him. You're doing well. God will bless you." Okay.
Thank you, ma.
I want to accept somebody else while you go because I need Mama here. I have to ask her a question that so many people have been
No
asking me.
problem, ma. Thank you, ma.
So yeah, thank you. God bless you. So that I can accept one of those men here. Mama. These people, okay, let me accept Chinanu for some minutes. I see Unbreakable, I see Emeka. All of them are in the same category. They call themselves brotherhood. So let me accept one brotherhood that has been shouting to join. Brotherhood, God bless you. How are you?
I'm fine.
I
I'm
see
fine. Good evening.
your brotherhood, them. All of
Yeah,
them, they are there. So let me accept one of them to represent them.
yes. Good
And
evening.
God bless you.
Thank you very
So
much.
how you doing?
I
How
wanted
you
I wanted
stand?
to ask I wanted to ask the lady that just left the question, but she has left already, you know.
Yes,
Most of times
I don't
like
want to have more than there were three people
yeah,
on
no,
the
no,
group. Most of
that's
them
okay.
happened last week.
That's
So
okay. You know, she did mention of like she keep using the word logical, illogical. She's a logical, and at the same time, she said women are emotional. So why are you a man? Are you a man now, a different person? Because you mentioned that men are logical, women are emotional. Then you keep using the word logical, that you are a logical person. So I wanted to
I
ask
think
her
she's
some questions.
an
You know what about?
alpha. Is it woman or something that has somebody done the Hail Brotherhood that has those mix? Because see, as a woman, I'm emotional and I'm also logical. There are certain decisions I will not take, not because I cannot emotionally take them, but I
But
have logically thought
let
about
me
the damages of taking them,
let me
and I'm
still
like,
use
okay,
the word. The Bible said that whatever we say that it will pass to judgment. Whatever we say with our mouth is what we use against us. So I'm using based on what she said.
okay.
Um
So
good evening, Mama. The
okay,
the
I'm
other
also
Mama,
here.
like, yeah,
Yes.
yeah. Thank you. First of all, I really want to ask you a question, like because I feel like this platform, most especially, is a Christian platform, and I would still want to ask a question first. From the origin of Adam and
Mhm.
Eve, um, I would really want to ask you a question. Do you think, like, if Adam has refused to collect the apple from Eve, how do you think the world would have been today?
Oh, okay, well.
They say they blame us.
uh, if you had well, if you had refused to collect the apple
From the wife, yeah,
from the
from the
wife,
wife, yes.
uh, well, I've never thought about that scenario because uh, it happened. It has happened. I'm so thinking about whether it happened or not. What will be the result or what? I mean, I don't know. You understand? I can't
Okay.
tell. Yeah. Mhm.
Okay. You know why I asked the question is like I've always seen from the Bible, like my own concept, that's my own opinion. I feel like women, they are very difficult to obey. And that is the reason, one of the reasons that we're having challenges in marriages.
How do you mean to obey? I mean, to be submissive or to obey their men or something?
Submissive,
How do
yeah,
you?
exactly.
Okay.
Submissive, the
Okay.
word submissive.
Okay.
Because I believe that God has created the world, that He has given His commandments to a man. Say, this, all of these trees shall you touch, but this one, don't touch this one.
Mhm.
So in that scenario, if you take a look about it today, that is, to me, that is one of the great challenge we are having in some homes. Women trying to act like you can't give me a command. We share the same equal rights. We have the same right in this marriage. We have the same right in this relationship. You can't tell me what to do. From the origin, if I can see that that is the problem. That is the most greatest problem that we keep having today.
Okay.
Obeying,
Okay. Let me
you
say
know.
something here. Let me say something here, so I don't forget. You know, um, a lot of men want to be leaders. I mean, they want to be husbands and they want their wives to submit to them and respect them. You understand? But they are not responsible. Do you understand what I'm saying? Uh-huh. Uh, you cannot tell me as a woman or shout at me or as a woman and say, obey, respect me, while you are not displaying
Thank,
the characters and the
thank,
traits that should make me uh, respect you as a man. You
thank
know,
me.
if you
Thank you very
lie,
much.
you lie, you are not trustworthy, you you're not thinking well and logically and all that, to be able to take that place of a leader in the home, it now makes it difficult for a woman to submit to such a man. But it doesn't mean that with a lot of teaching and a lot of training, the woman and the if she training and prayers and everything, she can be better. Because even in the Bible, Abigail was married to a fool. You understand? Abigail in the Bible, in the book of Psalm,
Yeah, yeah.
she was married. She was married to a fool. The man was known as a fool. Even his name, you understand? The meaning means fool. But she was
Now,
able to respect him and stay with him and everything and all that. So a lot of men are demanding they're demanding this respect, but they are not. Their behavior or the things that they are doing is not making it easy for somebody to submit to them.
okay.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Now you know that in church manual, that is the reason why we have courtship. Do we have something like courtship?
Oh yes.
Okay. During the process of courtship, a lady never discovered that a man is not a good man. She still further ahead to go into a marriage with a woman. And at the end of the day, like in that marriage, the woman starts to discover that this man is this man. So you want to tell me that the woman during the period of courtship, she had never by any means to discover like this man is not a good man to be with.
Okay,
Is that possible?
yeah, what I'm saying here, okay, let me tell you something. Quite unfortunately, what we call courtship right now is not really what it's really supposed to be, because a lot of during courtship, you find out that a lot of people, all they do, is go to movies, do this, go on dates, and do all that. Like, take for instance, now my son is engaged to be married. You understand? I'm mentoring him from here. I give them books to read weekly that they tell me what they've learned. I've told them to find out things about themselves, and all that. But tell me, if you were when you are you married? If you're married, I want to ask you: did you take time to go for counseling before you got married? Did you take time to read about marriage? You understand? Because a lot of people go into marriage not knowing what marriage really is. That is why we have problem. Marriage is not shape. Marriage is not container. You understand? Marriage is content. You understand? Marriage is not just the beautiful things we do. Quite unfortunately, during courtship, a lot of people spend time preparing for the wedding and not for the marriage. And so after the marriage, they begin to see things that they ignored. They begin to see red flags that they ignored. I wrote a book, Don't Marry a Stranger. You understand? Because a lot of what we see here are two strangers being intimate. That's why we have a lot of problems in marriages.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And
Thank
so,
you.
Now let's
yeah,
yeah,
and I always tell, I
let's
always
let me
tell,
go.
I always tell, sorry, I always tell my singles and people when they come for counseling, never marry a man until you know his character, or have you seen the man angry a woman until you have seen her angry? You
Mm-hmm.
know, when you are dating a guy or dating a woman, see how she treats the get man on the road. You understand? See how she treats the taxi driver that she enters. You can pick things about the person's character from there. You understand? But we spend time thinking about the romantic aspects and all that, and we do not prepare for the marriage. That is why we have a lot of problems.
Thank,
Now, I have another question. I have another question.
Go ahead, go ahead.
How serious and how far have you people tried in the system kingdom, in the women kingdom, to preach about the BBL? The women opening their bra, like maybe they wear all we call push up, like all those things. When a woman wears what they call push up, like maybe do BBL, all those things.
Mhm.
I just want to know, in your own view, what do you think of what are the reasons why they do all those things?
what
Okay.
is that? Answer it again. Let me hear. I didn't get you.
Mm.
Women going to BBL to do extra
Enhancement to
Oh,
enhance their
enhancement. Oh, like
sensitive
enhancement of the body, right?
enhancement of yes, enhancement of breast. Then you see it in the society today, where here we in the Western world, where you see a lot of women. If I'm to give the accurate, I would say like maybe 65% of the women that they are almost like naked.
Mm.
They are naked, like they wear push up. You almost like you see their breast.
Wait, they
What I'm
wear
trying to say.
push up. or they do BBL. It's a different thing.
These two things I'm saying, they wear push up, they do the breast, they enlarge the breast to wear push up, like whereby you see the
Push up is not
breast.
a bad
Okay,
thing.
can I say something?
No, no, no,
Can I?
I've not finished my
Mm.
question. Like push up is not a bad thing. Okay, no problem. You push up, you open your breast,
No,
they
not
see.
opening. Not opening like push up
That
to.
that is what that is my question. That is what
Oh,
I'm coming. Like
okay.
they wear push up and open that breast that's whereby you see it. You see you see the the
Mhm.
pumping of the breast, like the way
Yes,
they
yeah.
pump it. So all these things, I want to ask question. How long, how much have you people tried to educate all these women on all these things? Because we keep hearing like men are like this, men are like that. This one raped me. This one did not rape me. The rape, did it just occur like that? What attracted the rape? All these things. Don't you think like all these things are the signs that it can be prevented? The rape can be prevented from all these things, like maybe it's trying to showcase your breast, trying to showcase your nyash, you know. How
Oh my
how
God.
long have you
Nothing I don't
people
go
Okay,
here
tried
to
to
okay,
hear.
okay. I get your
Let Mama
drift.
answer.
I get your
This is
drift.
your last
Listen,
question. Oh. You this
uh,
we are still not know.
yeah,
So this is your last
okay,
question. After this, if Mama answer, yeah, I'll just take you down. So I'll take somebody
okay.
else. This is
I
your
get
question. Voice
I
scatter
get your
everywhere.
drift, my brother. You understand? But this is the world that we live in right now. You know, this is the world that we live in right now. We cannot educate everybody
Mm-hmm.
collectively at once. You understand? But everybody under the sphere of my influence or the sphere of like Mama's influence and everything, we teach them the right way to go. You know, we teach them the right way to go. You know, most of this BBL and all this enhancement and everything, you are talking about the Western world. It's even worse in Nigeria right now. I
Mm-hmm.
hope you know what is going on in Nigeria right now. That you see a movie actress very flat, and after a few months, she's all curvy and all that. You know, that is what is trendy for them. But I sometimes I do not blame uh, the the women because they do not really understand who they are. You
Mm-hmm.
understand? If they know who they are, they will know that who they are is not the container, it's the content. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But the men have pushed the women to the extent that if you are not, you don't have certain
You
statistics, if you don't
don't
have Coca-Cola
ah
body
yes.
shape, you understand. Who was I telling? A friend of mine was telling me the other day that the husband said, look at you. Eh? After just 4 children, look at your stomach. Eh? Look at this and everything. And at first, the woman said she was really, really depressed because she was having
Oh,
babies back to back, you know, and all that. And you cannot inflate a balloon and then deflate it and it will come back to the same
exactly.
shape. You understand? She was exercising and doing everything that she needed to do, but the husband still wanted the breast pointed. The
Hmm.
husband still wanted the stomach flat the way it was before. You understand? Mhm. And so she stopped believing in herself and everything. So one day the husband was telling her, I told her, my dear, next time he tells you your stomach is no longer flat, I want the stomach to flat, tell him, honey, you know I like six packs, eh? Eh? The day you give me six packs, I'll give you that body back.
Mhm.
And do you understand what I'm saying? You don't allow people, the men push you. And you see them going pot belly and all that. And looking very fat.
Oh,
And they'll say, oh,
Jesus.
I want you to be slim. I want you to, nothing has got to your body. They're just eating, drinking, and growing fat. Do you understand what I'm saying? So I tell her, next time, tell him, honey, guess what? People are like six packs. Show him a picture of somebody that has six packs. This is how I want you to be. You understand? You have desires of what you want me to be. That's since the day she told the husband that, the husband never ever told her that again.
Okay,
Do
you
you
see.
understand
So,
what I'm saying?
I hope
The
you
husband
guys
never.
have played. I want to
Uh-huh,
bring out
uh-huh.
somebody now.
you
Thank you so
see,
much for
yeah,
that.
before I go down, you see, let me read something. That's the problem we have. See, I said, he said, somebody said the angel Otokiti. Yeah, he said, I believe the guy is talking from Africa because if you live in abroad, you see gel. It's summer and people literally walk naked because
No, see, don't react to anything on the comments. Don't worry. Don't bother yourself about
So
the
this is
comments.
the this is the world that we
You
live
heard from
in,
the one of God
and
and from me.
it's
Okay, don't worry.
terrible. We don't accept that. But all we need to do is to talk to people under the sphere of our influence. We cannot influence everybody at once, but from the way I'm dressed, you can see. From the way Mama is dressed, you can see we don't expose our bodies. Okay, so that is what you should look at, and then we try to influence people one after the other. You can't do magic.
Thank you so much,
Thank you.
Mr. Chinanu. Thank you. God bless you. Let
Thank
me see
you.
if I can bring out another man before I ask Mama this question. Should I bring Emeka or Unbreakable? Okay, maybe Unbreakable around this thing with me. Let me bring Emeka right now. He's in requesting. You should not come and say nonsense here, but let me just bring him. Mama, I have a question. And now, God bless you. I wanted to react to what one Okechukwu that has been causing trouble here said. He said women can lie. You see how you generalize this? I mean, for this life, who lie rich men. Men, see, anybody that wants to lie can lie. Don't say that a woman can lie. That's not true. Don't attribute lies to only women, I beg. God will help you people. Know. With everything we're doing here to change you people, people are not even wanting to change at all. And Ben Flay one time, I think the thing passed, he said, when I don't make our bishop suffer. That I want to react to that. I beg. Nobody should come and stress me here for me with your plenty wahala. And I'm reading all people's comment too. I'm not trying to be distracted by it, but um let me just go ahead. Emeka, before I ask you a question, I had because I want Mama because I got her today to just to be able to help cover some things. That's what this is about. I know there's a question that so many people were asking because this question somebody said something about it last week. Say, woman not supposed to get anything. She's living for the man. Ma, according to Proverbs, 31:16, it says that a virtuous woman is the one that has her own barns and lands. You know, it's the way it says it's like, yeah, she owns her own properties. A woman who is married, can she own her properties in her name in marriage?
Okay, well, there's no hard and fast rule about it. Every family has their formula. Okay.
Okay.
And so these are some things you should discuss while in courtship, you know, and all that. For me, I own properties in my name. I
Mm,
own properties in my name. My husband owns properties in his name, and properties in his name. You know, I do not have to hide it. The only way I have problems is when you try to be secretive and you try to hide it and
mhm,
everything. As a human being, why not? Why, if you're working, I'm working, and you can buy property in your name, why can't I buy property in my name? You know, just don't hide it. Just discuss. Oh, honey, I just saw this property. I want to buy it. What do you think? You know, but I know in Nigeria we have a lot of cultures. So if you are married to a certain culture, though we're speaking from the scripture, because I cannot find any example in the Bible where the Bible says that we should not own properties as women. There's not. In fact, in the during the days of Moses, when there was a law against women inheriting, you know, I hope you know in the wilderness, the sons of Zelephahan or something. I mean, the daughters of Zelephahan. This man died and he didn't have a son, but he had 5 daughters. And when they were sharing lands to people, and all that, they didn't give them any land. So
mm.
5 of them came to Moses and told Moses, why? Our father is dead and he did not have any son. You have to give us the land in our father's name. And then Moses had to change the law because of those 5 girls.
Wow.
And yes, land was given to them.
So
So
the
I've
men, can
never,
you have you heard?
yes, I've never seen any example anywhere in the Bible where the Bible says you should not own things. If you work for it, why not? And all
Uh,
that. So it depends on the formula. There's some families that prefer to write Mr. and Mrs. on everything that they own. So if they buy land or buy TV, they say Mr. and Mrs. this. They put it on it. You understand? Some families prefer to have things individually. It doesn't stop the marriage or do anything wrong to the marriage in any way. So I believe, even according to what the Bible says concerning the Proverbs 31 woman, there's nothing wrong with owning property in your name.
okay. Emeka, let me ask you now before you say you want to come and ask Mama. Let me ask you, are you a virtuous man?
What do you mean by a virtuous man?
Oh, have you not been here since Mama was been saying
Uh,
an upright man with every example she has said?
um, I don't know. Maybe we have like a different definition of what a virtuous man is. And
What is your own definition
in
of a
my
virtuous
own
man?
in my own definition of a virtuous man, women are the judgment of men's character. So to me, those set of men that attract the most women are the virtuous men. And fortunately and unfortunately, those men happens to be the rich ones. In my judgment, because I'm not basing on my judgment based on what is written in the Bible. I base it with reality, what we are seeing in our world today. That is my definition. And another thing, I want to go back to the
No,
lady.
Emeka, wait first. Before
Okay,
you another
what
before
are you
you
saying,
jump.
Emeka?
Let me let me
Are you
answer
saying
you.
that a virtuous man is a man that has money? Is that your definition of virtue?
A, a virtuous man is a man that most women want. And unfortunately, those men are the successful men.
Well, that's your view. Your son, that's your view.
Is your
Yeah,
own
that's my that's my observation. I'm talking about reality, what we are seeing in our today's life. And the men under the comments, I think one thing is that I think women should listen more to men, because men are the ones dealing with these women. Men are the ones like having relationship and marriage with these women. So I think women should also learn to listen to the men, because I think men understand women more than women understand women. Because if you leave the judgment for women, they're not going to give you a straightforward judgment concerning other women. For example, the last woman that left here, she said a whole lot of things. With everything she said, you notice that every accusation, every blame, she's pointing at the men. She listed a whole bunch of things. For example, I want to make it clear: men are tired of being demonized. Men are tired of being being the ones that takes all the blame when it comes to marriage and all that. There is something she said. That woman here, she said something. She said that most of these men are not providing. I don't understand where she get that from. When a man makes money, the first thing he do is to look for a woman or get women he will provide for. This is the reality of our life today. When a man makes money, he look for a woman and provide for her. But it's the women that once a woman gets money, they stand up and they say they don't need a man. So I don't know how she can come on life here to twist everything and turn it around. Let her show me one woman that let her show me a successful woman that got married to a man that don't have anything that is going on for himself. But I can name you a thousand millionaires and billionaires that are married to women that don't have anything that is going on in their life. Yet she come online and say most of these men are not providers. Then I have a lot of questions to ask her. She's talking about how about the women? Nigeria today, we have 30% paternity fraud in Nigeria. That is the second highest in the world. So when these women come on live to have something to say about men and start to point about how about the women, then and again, I am asking that you can go to numerous Western countries, and you will find men getting married to women from all over the world. And I mean Nigerian men. Nigerian men, we are accepted. But how come once Nigerian women leave the country and travel abroad, it's very difficult for them to find a man that will marry them? They are the problem. It's not us. And another thing, she made another point that women don't leave good men. I know I know for a fact that there are so many men, there are so many good men that their wife left them, not because they did anything wrong with her, but because they are in their feelings, especially when they think that the grass is greener on the other side. That is in most cases, that is when they leave. And you might say what I'm saying is not truthful. There is an actual study they did in America where they said once women make money more than their husband, they are 40 times likely to leave the marriage. So these women are leaving marriage not because of abuse, not because of anything, just because mainly they feel that the grass is greener on the other side. That is the another point I want to address.
Wait,
And another thing I want
let
to
me
say,
even answer you before you continue. Because you just continue. I know that is how you do. So let me answer you now. You know, so many women who left their husbands, and these men are good men. How were they good men?
okay, if you okay, to me, in my judgment, what is a good man is a man that provides for his family, a man that
Is,
provide and protect his family.
is
And
that
I think
all?
any man that does that, men are not, nobody is 100% of everything. Once a man is putting his life on the line to make sure that he provide and protect his family, I think, and you can agree with me, 50 years ago, these are the sole qualities of men, of married men in their marriage: provision and protection. But today it's as if these women are demanding for more and more and more and more. And if you look at what they are demanding for, they are demanding for something that are not even in existence to start with.
What is not in existence?
For example, you see like the woman that came on your platform last time, she mentioned something like, these men are not even there. These men are not even there. What she means is emotionally.
Uh-huh.
Emotionally.
Are you
I've
not
had
supposed to be
that
there
before. That
emotionally?
had that so many times. Women, they come and said, these men are not there emotionally. What does that mean? Because I don't even understand what is being there emotional. Emotionally.
There are different things that make up a marriage. Marriage is not just it doesn't just have to do with provision, and provision and protection. No, you know. Oh, I, it doesn't matter how rich a man is or how much he's providing for me and giving me. If he drops it to me like a dog or without respect and all that, I will not appreciate it. You understand? So money is not everything. Money can be everything for some people, but money is not everything for everybody. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
You need to calm down and think very well. It's a relationship. It's not a one-way thing. You understand? You flow into her, she flows into you. You understand? So don't tell me that your responsibility is just to provide money, provide food, provide. No, you have to give
Okay,
her.
okay.
Let me tell you the needs of a woman.
Mm-hmm.
Can I tell you the needs of a woman? You understand quickly. The needs of a woman. She needs emotional security.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, she needs emotional security. She needs somebody that admires and respects her.
Please, ma, define emotional security, because like me, I don't know the meaning of emotional security. I don't know what it means. I don't know where to buy it to provide for the
Okay,
woman.
okay. So let me tell you, you don't have to buy it. You see, you are an Igbo man. You only think in terms of money. You understand? But money is not everything. I've said it over and over. Okay, emotional security means you being there for her, you listening to her.
How?
Okay, listen. For me, we go out and work our separate ways and everything. When I come back home, I will come back home in the evening and everything and all that. I expect to have somebody I can gist with. I
Their husband is
Yes,
always there.
yes, I have to have somebody that I can gist with. I want to have somebody I can tell how my day went, and the person will listen to me. You understand?
That's physical
And yeah, huh?
that's physical. That's physical
No,
availability,
it's
not
not. It is not
emotional.
physical.
It's
It
physical.
is not physical.
Talking to
No,
someone is physical.
no. You understand? Because when you talk to the person, it affects your emotions. Sorry. When you talk to the person, it affects your emotions. You get what I'm saying?
Okay, okay,
So
please.
why
I
is it
want
that when
to.
somebody talks to you in the bad way, you get emotional and you get angry? You understand?
I want to address
So you
something
need
you
somebody
said,
that will be
please.
there for you. Somebody that will not treat you like a furniture in the house. You're not just a piece of furniture in the house.
I,
You understand?
okay, I want to
Somebody that will
address
be
something you said.
romantic. Yeah, I'm a bishop
Mm-hmm.
and I'm talking about being romantic. Yes. Somebody that will be romantic, not just someone that just come out, I've provided food, I've done this, and all that. No. And that is why a lot of women deny their husband's sex. Why? A lot of married women deny their husband's sex. Why? Because they're not getting that emotional connection. For men, it is a physical thing, but for women, it's an emotional thing.
Uh, okay, what's stopping
Yes.
us? Okay. I want to address something you said. You say money is not everything.
It is
I
not
don't know.
everything.
Whenever I hear that word, money is not everything. It usually comes from women. Like most men I know, most men, especially hardworking men I know, successful men I know, we never look at anyone in the face and said money is not enough, because money provide you money. With money you have freedom. With money you can travel to places. With money
Yes.
you can provide food for your family. With money you can provide shelter. With money you can provide security. So I am not buying this idea that a man who provides money is not everything. A man that provides money
I'm
has
not saying
provided
that we
like
don't need money.
95% of the
I
whole
am not
thing.
saying that women don't need money or we don't enjoy money or don't like money. But along with the money, there should be other things.
When we when women say they need emotional support, I don't believe them when they say they need emotional support, because in most cases when women make such demand, look them, you will know that their husband is already successful providing everything. They are
No.
looking for more. I don't think that if you go to those women that used to sell in the market in Nigeria, you will ask them, they know what is emotional emotional support. What they want to do, they want food, they want shelter, they want clothes, they want to pay for school fees. Nobody cares about this emotional
Oh,
support. It's
okay.
always those
But can I
women
tell
that
you
their husband.
something? Particularly in this country or here, a woman can provide all those things for herself. She can provide food for
Yes.
herself. She can provide shelter for herself. She can provide every other thing for herself. You
That's why
understand?
marriage
Mama.
don't last. That's why marriage don't
Yes.
last there. That's why
Huh?
marriage don't last, because like exactly you've made my point that women, they used to provide all these things. That's exactly why marriage don't. Those people are no longer getting married. If you look at the
Oh,
statistics,
that
marriage
is a
is
lie.
almost dead. Marriage
That
is
is that
almost
is
dead.
not
Yeah,
that is
because
not that is not true. Emeka, you need to
it's
calm
true. Marriage
down.
rate in
Breathe.
America is
You
zero
understand? We're
point.
not.
Sorry, it's true. Marriage rate in America is 0.06%. That is 6 people per 1,000
Emeka,
inhabitants.
is because some people there, they have your kind of behavior. The men, why it's fail is your kind of behavior plenty for markets.
When
That's why.
women say
See
they
you
want
now.
when
Say you
women
have
say they
come with
want
your people like
emotionally support.
all these men now that are just supporting this nonsense Emeka is saying. Emeka na my G.
No,
Emeka, yes.
no woman
Dr.
want
Uche,
emotional
you
support from a
cannot
poor
say,
man.
yeah, I'm
Who
ashamed of
told
you.
you? Who
I'm
No
told
ashamed
you?
woman
of all
what?
of
No
Who
woman.
told you
See,
that?
you're asking who to, because I am a man and I am in this market. No woman will tolerate emotional support from a poor man. And
you.
I am saying this because I'm a man, and the only people that can understand what I'm saying are the men.
You
Emeka,
people are you
you
this
are
your
you are you are
brotherhood
you
is
are,
is
you
is
are
is is, is
circulating.
demonical.
Yes, you
That
are
that English correct?
you are circulating in the wrong circle.
Yes.
You are circulating in the wrong circle. And I'm glad that you have met Mama, this wonderful woman of God. You need to connect more with her. You understand? Because there's so many things you are not getting correctly. And don't just, you see, that is what I said, that an upright man should knows that he does not know everything. You understand? And is ready to learn. If after coming week after week and engaging in this, and then your argument is still not
Mm-hmm.
changing, that means you're not learning anything
Mm-hmm.
from this whole thing.
Okay.
You understand? Okay? You need to. You understand? We know that women, that money is everything to them. You understand?
Mm-hmm.
We know there
Mm-hmm.
are women that go into marriage because of money and all those things. But there are women that also went into marriage because of love. You understand? So there has to be a balance in this thing. Don't just
Yes,
generalize. Don't
I understand what you said is
generalize.
true. What you said is truth. Like what you said is basically how you want things to be, but that is not how things are.
Emeka,
I am
let
telling
me
you,
react to you, eh? Before I do that, I want to say Dr. Uche said we are not getting married anymore. Don't get married. You just stay lonely. Is anybody to you? Stay there now. Don't get married. You, Emeka, let me just tell you this because I know you have come here with your bag wagons of bad association of bad men and their behaviors. That's why they are supporting you. The comment section now is flooded with the things you're saying. They are supporting. You're not right. Let me tell you. Even if everybody is supporting you, you're not. And you know, I'll always tell you the truth. You cannot get married to a person like me if only what you have is money. You see, your type can only attract women that don't have money. That's why you are running your mouth like this. So you
no.
cannot cohabit
Even
with a
women that
woman
have
that
money
is
want
making
men that
money.
have money. Even women, the more money a woman makes, the higher the
But please,
demand for
Emeka,
her for
calm
the
down.
men.
Oh.
Even
Emeka
women
wants
that
us
have
to
money,
fight.
even women that have money want men that have money. So it's not as if women are here. If it's not as if women that have money they will consider an average man. No, women that have money also want men that makes more money than them. That is what we are seeing in this market, and that is reality.
Emeka has come
Okay,
you're always
Emeka.
coming to stress me. I want to ask you, Emeka, outside that money that you can give a woman, that
What
you
else?
think you have, what else can you give a woman?
My
Mhm.
presence, children, my presence, children.
So, well, let me answer you well. Oh, God. I just pity who will say that
Okay, you
they
know
go follow you.
what?
But let me say,
Mhm.
if you can give a woman outside money, your presence and children, how do you give her this your presence? And how much of your presence do you give her?
I would not, to be honest, if you're asking how much of my presence will I give her, I think that is where women make
Okay,
mistakes.
how do you give her
We
your presence? Let me ask you. Your presence how?
present like to start with, I'll be like the closest person to her. She can talk to me like communication. Like I'll be there. I'll be there for her to talk to whenever she wants, and my presence also, because she's my partner now. So am I going to disappear?
Will you give her your emotional presence?
There's nothing like that. That's what I'm trying to say. Nobody has been able to explain to me what this emotional
That
presence
is to
is.
say,
What does it mean?
love her. Okay, that is to say, make her feel good, love her. Be
Providing
romantic.
for her should make her
Don't
feel good
cheat on
already.
her.
Providing for
Don't
her should make
share
her
women.
feel good.
Hmm?
Any woman that does not feel good if you're providing for her is not a good woman. And I will advise men to stay away from ungrateful women that won't appreciate the fact that they are providing for them.
You need deliverance.
Okay, you know what, Emeka, just keep following this woman of God. Keep following her. So listen to her.
She's an
You
amazing
pick one or two things.
woman, and I like her a lot.
Yeah, so keep following her. You're going to learn
Interesting me,
one
but
or
you
two
like me.
things.
But
I promise you that.
but we are
Keep
talking
your
but we are talking
mind
about
open.
reality. She does
Keep
not know reality.
oh
She does not know
she
the
does not know
reality.
reality.
We
They
are
don't
men.
yab me.
Keep your
We
They
are
don't
men.
yab
We are
me.
mind.
Oh.
the
Keep
ones.
your
We are the
mind
ones dealing
open.
with this.
You understand? Keep your mind open, and then you should also, you know, try developing a relationship with God, and God will give you a good
His
woman
mother is
to marry.
a pastor. She has
Uh-huh.
a church. That's the
Okay.
bad thing.
Mm-hmm.
He's like that prodigal son in the Bible that they said he went and was living with pigs and everything. I said, hey, why would I be here? When my father is a
Then
king,
look on it. Then
that
look
is
on
what he
it.
eats. I have told him that one day he will come back to
No,
his
don't
senses.
worry. It's going to be okay. You'll come to yourself. Everything's going to be okay. You understand? Keep an
Telling me
open
that I'll come
mind.
back to my senses has also proven what I said. That is as if like this, because in our society we have been brainwashed to believe that everything is the fault of the men. That's why when men are talking, women don't listen. They will be like you will come back to your senses. How about if I'm right? I might be right.
No,
I might be
see,
making
Okay.
sense
of
because
That.
course, you're right in so many aspects
Mm,
now, but you're not right in everything.
mm.
Because,
yeah,
every of your, okay, if money now is taken away from your life, because everything is money,
Yeah.
money, money. Sometimes, what if that money gets out? What is that thing that would keep that woman and say, you know what? He's an awesome. What's that thing you can give her outside that money?
there is nothing else. The man will go through hell. The man will suffer. I'm telling you. I'm telling you this. I'm telling you this. I know. I used to receive a lot of DMs sharing
So
stories
you
with,
think the
with me.
only women in your life, the only thing that is keeping them in your life right now, because you say you have them everywhere, is money.
Yes, because I believe that for a marriage to work, a woman should be dependent on her husband. And if a woman is not dependent on her husband, what that marriage does not work. That is why the marriage in the Western society has collapsed.
Hey, they say
Okay.
that Delilah fit you to this place. If I can go,
Okay,
he has a troublesome person.
okay, man.
Mama,
Thank you very much.
thank you. Let me accept Unbreakable before we go, because we want to round up. I tell you, I'm not staying here more than 5 more minutes. Let me accept only Unbreakable. I see somebody, and this person looks very Unbreakable. Wait, you're my son here. I'm seeing somebody, what a pastor maker. I just hope he has good mentality, because I know your brotherhood with the maker. What you want to talk now? We just did the same with in line now. That's not big
Yeah.
people. God bless you.
Oh, Emeka left.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you clearly.
Okay.
Uh,
God bless you.
it's just sad that Emeka just left. I can't see him. I just want to tell him thank you. Thank you that you are saying our mind. Thank you that you are
Jesus.
voicing out what we are supposed to be telling the women. Number one, you guys mentioned emotional support. Emotional support that we don't have control over. Women have to show us we are physical beings. We are not emotional beings. If you don't show me your emotion, if you don't show me that, oh, this is how you are feeling, sexually, if you do not tell me this is where and how to touch your body, I will not know. I will just
I think his network is
Yeah.
bad. Actually, okay. I think his network is bad. So I'm gonna try to remove him. I had to get a charger. My battery is almost off because of you people. Look, oh, and when I saw him, Mama, I saw Doctor this thing, the way he dressed. I said, "Ah, okay, this is a blessing, our pastor. Let me collect him. So maybe he will say something better than what this Emeka is saying." I didn't even know that in our brotherhood, oh, he will come and support. I'm trying to accept Unbreakable before I go. She come and tell us what Mercy, Wakwese, Wahala everywhere. No man is different though. This that is what we are seeing now. You see,
My
people in
bishop,
the
my
comment section,
bishop,
Yeah.
you can't
Hello,
see.
my
Unbreakable. How are
bishop.
you?
You are looking very beautiful and
Thank
tantalizing.
you.
Yeah,
Thank you,
yeah.
Unbreakable.
Don't mind all this. Don't mind all this, my brotherhood. Don't mind. Don't mind Emeka. Don't mind Emeka. Emeka sometimes can be telling us what we want to hear. Emeka is telling me what is sweeting my mind. Mama, don't mind him. How are you doing today, Mama?
I'm doing fine. God
Yes,
bless
ma'am.
you. How are you?
Mommy, that being said, logistics should respect herself. Logistics should respect herself because she has triggered me
Put your
bitterly.
face like this. Look, I can see you. Who is
She's
that?
bringing
USM
logistics
Logistic.
trigger me.
What is she
How can
doing?
you be bringing up a story of a pedophile to generalize all the men? What do you mean? And you are bringing up a story of a pedophile, a man that has been caused by his ancestors to justify men. Anybody that sleeps with his son or whatever is cursed. So don't use that to judge us. See, I had to fight for my own son. Then one more, okay, I fought with all my sweat. Are you getting me? After 2 years, and they go, I don't spend money. You understand? So becoming that is not all men that are terrible. Women need to work on themselves. How, like what Emeka said, what is that emotional, whatever people are calling? Because we don't know. We don't know. Tell us what it is. Are you getting me? It's not in my place. Your emotional zuzu is not my concern. We are here to make it work as couples. You are telling me to care for your emotions.
Hey.
Emotion is a feeling, just like anger. Go and do your research. Emotion is anger, love, anxiety. Those are emotions. I cannot care, or I don't even care. Go and fix your problem. I have my own problem. Don't tell me to come and start catering for irrelevant things. Are you getting me? Those are very irrelevant. Okay?
You see why somebody like people like you people are not saying marriage.
Yes, you see,
They say it's irrelevant.
It's,
You see?
unbreakable.
Listen to
It
Mama
is
now. Because
Mama,
you people don't listen
unbreakable.
to me, so
It
listen
is
to her.
very wrong for you to marry somebody's daughter or marry somebody and tell me you do not care what she feels or what she thinks. You understand?
Okay, I want to be seeing your face. You're outside the
Yeah, it
camera,
is.
please.
I'm here, Mama.
It is wrong. Unbreakable. I'm not giving up on you because I've been watching you. You understand? All this while, Mama and I we've been talking about you, and I'm not giving up on you. You are still going to have a
Mama,
good
give up.
marriage.
Oh, this is a lost
No,
cause.
I'm not giving up on you,
This is a
Unbreakable.
lost cause.
You are going to
See,
you are going to
Mama.
find love again,
Let,
and you're going to marry,
love, that,
and you're going
Mama,
to.
love does love. I'd rather
Wait,
look for
let her
loyalty than
talk.
love.
Let me
Wait,
talk
let her talk.
Yes,
first.
Mama.
Calm down. I know you're on
Okay.
fire. Calm down. But let me tell you, I'm not giving up on you. And God did not bring you to this forum, you understand, by
Yes,
mistake.
Mama.
And you didn't meet this woman of God by mistake. Okay? God does not make mistakes. I know you've gone through a lot of hurt and gone through a lot of issues. Of course, when we're talking about problems in marriage, we're not saying that it's only the men that have the problems. It takes two to tango. You understand? It takes two to quarrel. It takes two to fight. Okay? So we're not saying all the women are perfect and all the men are imperfect. So if you have listened to me from the beginning, I told you that no one person embodies all those qualities we are saying, but we're all striving. But if you just keep yourself in one position and say, this is what I am, you understand? Then and nothing will change. Then you keep
Mama.
having the
Mama.
same. It's madness, right? It's and it's wrong for you to repeat the same things and
Mama.
expect a different
Mama.
result.
Now, person way
Untouchable.
woman
It is
never
it
shows
is
like Mama.
insanity for you to
Mama.
constantly
Wait,
My bishop.
let
hold
her
one
talk.
position, you understand, and not change,
Argue.
and then you expect a different result out of it. If you have continued you understand, you've had that relationship, you've had several, and you're having the same problem, you need to pause and take stock. Every human being should pause and take stock. Ask yourself, what is my role in what has been happening? Am I the most unlucky man on the surface of the earth? Why is it that I keep meeting this type of women? Do you understand what I'm saying? So,
What
my
type?
brother, with a lot of love and a lot of, you understand, prayers and concerns for you. In fact, I've been praying for you. Even I've not met you. I know I'll meet you one day, but I'm telling
You
you,
me too.
unbreakable. You understand? You are going to be
Mama,
the testimony of this group.
Mama, I remember the
Mama,
day you joined
You are
ah,
from
going to be the
my
Facebook.
bishop,
testimony of
thank
this
you.
group.
Amen. Amen. But
Let me
honestly,
expose him. Oh.
Uh-huh.
That day you joined from Facebook, you know that
Uh-huh.
since we do it on Instagram, so he
Mhm.
wasn't, he wasn't seeing you because it was
Yeah.
Facebook.
Uh-huh.
So after you spoke, I now like introduce and say, whatever that bishop nonsense is saying is nonsense.
And I
I
saw
said,
it.
I warned him
I,
that day. I
and
said,
now,
if you come here any day, he will have to
no,
apologize.
no. But let
But
me tell
now
you,
he has been changing.
I didn't know that the
Unbreakable, let me
bishop
tell
was
you
this
something.
beautiful now. You know,
Let
some
me
people
tell you
just
something,
carry the name
Unbreakable.
like bishop. Maybe
Out
that.
of
Mama,
out,
I
out
didn't
of
know it was
every
you. You understand?
nonsense, there is sense. Out of every nonsense, there is sense. Listen. Listen,
It's not, Mama.
my
Okay,
son.
let me be
My son,
serious now. Let me
listen.
bring my demeanor down a little bit because I think I've been joking about it. Mama, honestly speaking, and I keep repeating myself, and it becomes a mental health issue when I keep repeating myself. This generation is nothing to write home about. I understand the mentality that you all have, but it's not presently. Like this present generation are off. They are not on the track of when it comes to values, morals, and all these things that they're expecting from us because they're not giving us. You understand? When I spoke to my mom, she told me when she got married, she was a virgin. She was in school when they came and picked her up. Ask all these girls, are they virgins? What are they bringing to the
You
table?
know,
Why should I care?
can I
Mama,
tell
Mama,
something? It will amaze you.
My bishop my
This
bishop,
issue,
wait now.
this issue of virginity, it will amaze you that even here in America, there are still virgins, a lot of
Are we
virgins.
are we talking about
Oh,
America,
Jesus.
or we are talking about our sisters, the ones that came up and was ranting and said all that she said about men? That was what brought me up, my bishop. You cannot come up here and bash men and expect to go free because we are here, the brotherhood, we are many here. You understand? You are meeting some wrong men. Look at the story. The first
Hmm.
story she came up with was what triggered me. Now she came up with another story. Should I give her story? A man brought a woman to UK, and you know helped her. Helped. Come drop by Just helped her. She started working. She came with the fake nursing degree. Now, at one point, this is what they do. Women, oh, my husband is abusive to leave the marriage. Guess what she did? Went and reported the husband. The husband told them that if I'm gonna be deported, you're gonna deport both my wife because her certificate is fake. The woman messed up the whole thing, and this man brought her abroad. You understand? These are the women that will come up here and start talking nonsense that, oh, men are not doing this, men are not doing that, men are not being romantic. Mama, is it that you want time or you want money? Or you want money and I will not give you time? You cannot have both.
No,
Nobody
there
is
has to
perfect.
be a balance.
There is
There
no balance in that
has to be a
situation,
balance.
Mama.
If there's no
There is no
there has to be a
balance. I'm
balance.
telling you,
There can be a
any
balance.
man that
That's the stance that you have. That
Hey.
is why your
Mama,
marriage did not work.
my bishop, listen, I don't know which economy you are in currently. Are you getting me? But the economy currently does not give you time. Does
So
not give you
you want to
time.
choose one.
Okay,
You have to choose
okay.
one as a woman. You cannot have both.
You have to be intentional about it. You have to be intentional about it and create time. If that
And
marriage and that
I have
relationship
a
means anything
question
to
for you,
you,
my bishop. My bishop, I have a question for you now before we
go
end
ahead.
this show. How many men has marriages helped?
Oh, a lot of
How many
men.
men?
A lot.
What has marriage
Oh,
solved for
what
men?
are you talking about? What are you talking about? Unbreakable. Marriage has helped thousands of men. Any woman, any man that marries a good woman makes it in life.
Mm-hmm.
You understand? Give a man to a woman, she turns him into a king. Yes. She give a normal man to a woman, she can turn him into a king. You know? That's what I'm telling you. You are not circulating in the right circle. You are circulating, amongst the wrong
Unbreakable
people.
have a lot. Yeah, he has a lot of bad friends. This
Yes. You
Emeka.
understand? I
There's
personally,
one of their brother
eh?
group that came
My
here.
bishop, no
The
nah,
truth is,
no
wait,
nah.
If
Unbreakable. Let
you
me say
marry
something.
a good wife, I want to tell you, if you
You will
marry a
not
good
even
wife,
speak. I'm
you will
telling
not
you.
recognize yourself.
Mm-hmm.
And I pray
Who
for you
is a
today
good wife?
that
Show
God
us
will
the
give you
good
a good
wife,
wife.
Mama. Show us the good wife. My bishop, show me the good wife. Give me 1 month, just 1 month, and I will show you who she is.
You will get
All
bad
we
behavior.
have
So,
is
That's
so you
why.
see what
evidence,
I'm saying?
narcissist.
Can I tell you something?
Yes,
You
ma.
understand? If you
Yes, ma.
marry with that mindset, then it's not gonna work. You
Yes.
understand? You marry with the mindset that you're marrying an imperfect person. Two imperfect persons coming together, you understand? To work on each other and change. You understand? Are you perfect? You understand?
Mama.
If I meet you now, give me 1 month. If I don't need 1 month, give me 30 minutes. I'll be able to decipher unbreakable.
Yes. Exactly.
Give me 30
Mama,
minutes,
let me
I'll be able
even
to
say this
decipher
before
you.
I ask you
So
just the
you are
last
not
question.
perfect. So don't expect perfection from anybody.
Uh-huh.
You understand?
Mama, we're
That
too.
is
I
why
was
that is why
okay.
for marriage to work, you must have agape love. You know there are different kinds of love. You understand? You have what you call filial, which is friendship love that brought people together. It develops maybe to eros.
Ah,
You understand? That's sexual love.
my
But
bishop.
agape
My
is what
bishop.
keeps a marriage. Listen to
I
me,
need,
Okoko.
I need. What will
Agape.
happen is,
Let me tell you, listen, let me finish.
yes,
Then you
ma.
can say what you say.
Yes, ma.
Agape love is what keeps a marriage. And what is agape love? Agape love says, I love you in spite and despite who you are. You understand?
Yes, you know, it's
So
not
I
good
am not
when it's
expecting
not good.
perfection from you. I'm not expecting perfection from you. But together we can support each other and be better people. That is
But
it. But if you go into marriage expecting perfection, my brother, it will never work. Because there's no perfect person. In fact, the
but
day unbreakable, you
the
become
women,
perfect, you will go to heaven.
from the statement I've been hearing, my bishop and mama, women are expecting men to be perfect.
No.
Women are
We're
They
not
are not saying men
expecting.
should be
expecting.
Let me tell you,
perfect.
But that,
we are not expecting men to be perfect.
all
But
I
once,
heard today was slandering of men.
huh?
All I heard from the topic today was slandering of men.
Oh my.
How it's men this, how men that. That is my problem because, you know, I wish I
Okay,
would come to Dallas.
including me.
I would
I
love,
want to
okay,
say,
you know what,
including
Mama?
me.
After this show, no, no, my bishop, not including you, my bishop.
Mhm.
You cannot do, no, I'm with you, we are together. No, Mama, no. I will call name, logistics, I will call name.
Oh
She
my
was
God.
slandering
Let
men
me tell you, people
indirectly.
people talk out of their experience and out of their pain. Can you please
It's
give
not
them
fair.
permission to express their pain? You
Good.
understand? Because people speak out of what you are speaking out of what you have experienced from your marriage
Exactly.
and your relationship.
Don't don't
Please,
call logistic here again.
yes,
Oh.
allow her to
Leave,
speak out of her
leave
pain.
my girl
You
alone.
understand? She's been through something. You understand? She's been through something, and then speaking out is part of the healing process.
And I
I
want
would,
to react to something unbreakable before you talk. I always see it here. Who marriage the hell pass? Now the men, now the woman, now the woman. Let me tell you, marriage favors the man
What are you
more.
talking about?
Do you know why it favors the man? Mhm. First, an added person. You know, he now has an added person in the family. You change your name to the man's name. Second, the shape where they change for marriage is the woman's own. Men don't do BBL, it's women that do BBL. Why? Because marriage has subjected them to some kind of shape that they did not have before. And now they have it. That's why I was laughing at that guy, the Chinanu that came here and said, BBL, BBL. Now, them, they look those women pass, but he's coming here now to do like he doesn't like it. Men, women are doing it because that's what men want. If
it's not
men
what we
don't want
want,
BBL,
Mama. It's not
women
what
will
we
not do it.
want. It's not
Secondly,
what
the
we
marriage
want.
enhances the man. It makes him a better man, brings him closer to God. You know, so many benefits. You have a companion.
And
Uh-uh.
I can hear the sound of a child behind you. That is what marriage brings along too.
Mama,
You
you
go
know
give
the
the
suffer
pikin
where I
join am.
suffer. Don't, Mama, don't, my bishop, don't go there. Don't even go there. I will show you receipts. Mama.
Unbreakable. I'm rounding up now. I have one question to ask Mama before I go.
All
I
right.
wanted to react to what one Charlie is waiting. So say Kai, make we pity men now. Men don't suffer. Oh.
We don't
Charlie's
suffer
whatever.
now. We have suffered,
Women
Mama.
don't suffer
We don't
past
suffer.
men. No, no say men don't suffer for you. There are so many
Ah,
comments. I cannot even read people's comment because it's too much. I'm just Mama is confused. Oh. Ha. They don't stress us. So you see your people, brotherhood. Mama, I have one last question, and this is the last question. I'm not going to stress you. Thank you so much for joining
Yeah.
us today. This phone thing, I was seeing the first comment that we started seeing where men saying, if you want to remain married, not even go through my phone because at that time, anything where you see take if you just go through my phone, I can assure you to hurt you. I read that comment, I wrote it down before we started. I didn't want to be distracted by it. Men say no, they touch my phone, then they touch my phone. Emeka came last time and said it's disrespectful for a woman to think they can touch a man's phone. Now, please just tell the women in the house and the men, what do you think about phone and the phone privacy?
Okay,
Can a woman
well,
touch the husband's phone? Can the husband touch her phone? What's that phone privacy?
okay, well,
Mama, let me calm down so you can bring somebody up.
All right, thank you. God bless you.
All right, Mama.
Mhm.
okay, as it has to do with phones,
Yes.
and all that. Well, it depends on the agreement you have in your family. Like I told you, every family has their formula. You
Mhm.
understand? So, in some marriages, the phone, your husband can let, I've seen so many marriages where the husband and wife share phones. Anyhow, it depends on
Uh-huh.
the level of trust. But once one of the parties begin to hide their phone, there's something fishy going on.
You
You understand?
people here, Abby.
And for
Mm-hmm.
marriage to thrive, there has to be trust.
Mm-hmm.
You understand? Marriage is full of is laborious or full of so much labor without trust. Okay, and so in any marriage where there's mystery behind the phone and all that, it shows that uh, it's not things are not as there's a secret somewhere or somebody is keeping a secret somewhere or something. So I'd like to
Insecurity is
advise
not good.
you understand because intimacy, these are the things that cause problems and women cannot understand. Intimacy means into me see. I should be able to see into you and trust you.
Mm-hmm.
When there's no trust, the marriage is hard. Okay? And all that. So in my own marriage, I drop my phone, everybody knows my password, everybody knows everything and all that. And the same way, if my husband, for me, I don't make it a big deal. If the phone is ringing, I don't pick it. I just made it as a matter of choice. And then he'll be up and say, go and pick it. Pick it now. Oh, why did you allow the phone go off? Then it now shows that I'm not showing interest, but he's not pushing me to show it. It's just what I'm saying.
Mm-hmm.
But in any phone, I watched the skit yesterday where a man was having a shower, and the wife said, "Your phone is ringing." He ran out with the soap, on his body and everything. That is a serious issue. You understand? So a lot
Yes.
of men are living double standard lives. A lot of women are living, they don't need to be balanced. That they have a lot of affairs online, and they don't want their spouses to know
See,
about it. You
it's
understand?
bad.
Yes, which is terrible and very bad. So why don't you save yourself all that problem and be open? I think for a marriage to work well, I mean, phones. I mean, we should be allowed to look into each other's phones without any problem. That's
Thank you,
my
Mama.
view.
Thank you so much for that answer. A lot of men today are having hypertension because of that phone thing, because every time their heart is skipping, oh God, oh, because of the bomb
Yeah,
that they put there. And
yeah.
I want to also respond to somebody here said, men, be checking your phone before your enemy go
Uh,
advise your wife. And I am Rockforce here is saying that, but women are running away from DNA or whatever. He has been commenting that thing since, so I did not answer because I don't want to answer you DNA thing. It's not what we are doing here today. But I think Ben Flana responded and said they will act like they are not seeing the question. They hate to answer it. Yes, we hate to answer it. And even I mentioned it, I will not still answer it. I will not answer it now. It's not today's
okay.
topic. Mama, I
Yeah.
just want to thank you so much
Thank you.
for creating this time for these stubborn men that are here.
Oh,
At
thanks for
least
having me.
if I tell you my problems now, you cannot understand the kind of people I have. If you're not grounded, you just be mentally sick because of them. Sure, you see how they are behaving, right? So, but
Yes,
Me, I don't have their time.
Mm,
I just do the best I can. I don't let their this thing enter my head, because if you just, you can see that these men, most of them are stressing their wife in the house. I'm still saying it today because I want people to change. If people can come here and stress mama and stress me every Saturday, some of them, mama, I'm telling you that some of them will be testing me if I'm 1 minute late. What is happening? What is happening? What is happening? I'm like, come on, because you want to come and express your bad behavior. Yeah, you think this is a platform for that, you know. But all the same, we all love you, Mama, and you are 1% of the 1%. Okay, thank you so much.
that's it.
All the same, this program is nothing without them. I love them so much. I have a relationship with them here, and I pick up my phone and call any of them at any time. And
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to praise them here. None has ever told me no, and that I'm really grateful to. And I just want to thank you all, the cohorts, the brotherhood here, the sisterhood here. I love all of you the same. Keep stressing me. One day God will, God will step into the situation and help us. Thank you so much. Really appreciate Bishop Kate Cowers for bringing this experience here. I know some of you were like, she's supporting the women. No, if you listen deeply, you would learn. And before she started, I told you people, just listen to her. She's an embodiment of wisdom. I know she's not saying what some of us want to hear because of our characters. But if you drop your gamut of bad behavior aside and you just listen to her, you will make the right choices in life. Thank you, ma'am. Honored to have you here. And I've so prayed that one day will come. As a matter of fact, ma'am, I've given you this invitation. I will check with your calendar to see if you can come here and let's talk about gender equality again, part two. I know that day some men here will put their clothes on this platform. I know the kind of people, I know the kind of people they are. By
Mhm.
the time you start talking about gender equality, I know what some of them will be doing. But we're ready. We want people to hear the truth. Thank you so much, ma. God bless you so much. I am honored. I would call you after this program, ma. And again, she remains my guest, Bishop Kate Kawas. Look her up. Her Instagram handle is Pastor Kate Kawas, right? Mama, Pastor Kate Kawas, right?
Yes, yes.
Yeah, you can look her up on this thing, ask her questions that you have, and she would put you through and answer you. She's with so much wisdom, that I can tell you. Thank you. Oh yeah, thank you. Tobani said, Bishop, thank you so much. And
Oh,
Mama, we love you. Thank you
thank
so
you.
much. I
Thank you
appreciate
so
she's
much.
talking about don't exist. The women she's talking about don't exist. They exist. You you have not found them because of your behavior. Let Bishop preach more to women.
Yeah, no, we're doing it. We're not
We
giving
are
up.
doing it. She's
Mhm.
preaching more to the men and to the women, because you know why? There have to be a balance in life. That's what people don't understand. If I preach more to the women and the women are changing, and the men are not taught the things they're supposed to do, there will be no balance. We will still have shaky marriages, shaky relationship, and a shaky kingdom. So listen, she's talking to the both of us, men and the women. We need to get it right. God bless you, ma. And I want to just pray for those people that are having challenges in their marriages. If you think you want to talk to me, I know I booked some people for 4 p.m. today. That's what I'm trying to get out. You can text me and we'll talk. And I also want to pray that your marriage will prosper in the mighty name of Jesus. The
Amen.
kingdom of hell will not prevail over that marriage
Amen.
in Jesus' name. Every
Amen.
battles you're fighting, God will bring peace to that marriage, into your life. I know that sometimes there are other factors in the life of a man that affect his marriage, like financial factors. Men too. Yes, I want to respond. Some men were talking about men need emotional support too. The women, don't be all about what the man is giving. What are you also giving him? Please support your husbands emotionally. Sometimes they are vulnerable. Don't leave them as where they fell. Pick them up, stand with them, support them. I think men self did emotion self past women, because men heads are just everywhere. But bring them back with your emotional support and love. As you do so, God will bless you and bless everybody here in Jesus' name. I'll see you again next week, same time. I saw some people say, "Oh God, I came late today." Yeah, you came late. Come same time, 1 p.m. CST and 7 p.m. NGN. If you're in Poland, in London, in France, just convert that time, 1 p.m. CST to whatever time you are. As you do so, God will bless you. Mama, please, thank you so much. I'll see you
Thank
again,
you.
soon. Thank you. Bye-bye, everybody.
All
Bye-bye.
right. God bless.
For those words. Yeah, thank you, Diamond. God bless you. Thank you. Bye.